Hello, everyone. We're back after an experience of computers swimming. Let's get started. When last we left our adventurers, you had all completed a mission to the Clover family manor. Making your way there, you discovered it was haunted by the slain ghosts of the family. The brother of the man who owned the farmland had betrayed him, transformed himself into a demon, and killed them all. Through your actions, you purified that manor and freed their spirits. Now, you return to Dalefen to report back and to continue your journey. As we find ourselves here, allow me to describe for you the new items that you've acquired. First, in the hand of Dirk is the Bejeweled Flask, which will allow him once per day, as a bonus action, to consume the equivalent of a healing potion. Mara, you took on the Clover family rapier, which offers you once per day the ability to deal an additional 1d8 psychic damage on a hit with the weapon. Shelly, you have the pocket watch of the butler. This, again, once per day, allows you to, for free, take the dash action on your turn. And Rose, you have the cookbook, which allows you to, once per day, summon a piece of bread that, when consumed, will cast the enlarge spell on its eater.
Is there a time limit on this bread? I can't stash it. It just or
You cannot stash it. It'll go bad after 5 minutes.
okay.
Alrighty. You've returned to town, and Dirk strolls boldly through the streets as ever he will, pursuing his destiny. What will the rest of you do?
I think, well, I guess we're probably gonna go, like, tell the mayor or something.
All right.
Well, what time of day is it? Because most of you are bleeding. I'm not, because I'm awesome. But
I was gonna say, like, I think we'd probably go and tell the mayor, and then afterwards, Mara would be like,
Can we take a rest for a second?
All right. Dirk makes his way directly towards the tavern, surely wishing for some tea and for some respite alongside it. He's stopped, however, by an unfamiliar rider who waves to him as he approaches and climbs down from her horse, exclaiming, "Ah, Dirk! There you are!"
Stamos be praised. I thought there was nothing but heathens in this town.
"Ah, the Order has discovered a coven of rogue mages," she says. "We have reason to believe that they may be using blood magic. Your assistance is commanded immediately. I'm sorry to disturb your present happenings, and you may return as soon as this mission is done, but this matter takes extreme priority."
Yes, absolutely. I'll make those blood mages wish they've never been born.
Dirk kind of turns back, looking for the rest of you. I don't know. I see only Mara has followed along. Have the rest of you as well?
There we go.
I mean, I'm within earshot. I think. Where am I?
So he'll say to you all,
Yes. I'll see you all very soon. Just make sure you don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Mara looks at Shelly.
Yeah, some kind of like
Here, I'm sorry, you're
right.
for a second. What does Dirk say?
Oh, no worries. You don't have the audio, I see. What Dirk said was that he wishes you all well and just asks that you not do anything that he wouldn't do.
I don't know what that means, Dirk. I don't know what you would or wouldn't do, but okay, I won't be like you. Okay.
And then, perhaps thinking that he's reading your mind, he'll say,
Except they are evil, and I'll send them straight to hell.
and then he scoffs and says, blood mages. And he'll hop on the horse with this lady, and they'll turn and begin riding off.
Shelly will just wave goodbye to him.
Mara will be like, "Have fun, Dirk."
The Mage Castle.
Have fun storming the castle.
Yep.
Yeah. Mara will say, "All right, well, let's get some rest, you two."
I have these very heavy portraits that we need to give to someone, and let them know that the people at the farmhouse are dead, very dead, ghostly dead.
I forgot you still have the portraits.
Yeah, no, she's been lugging those dumb things
Oh,
along
God.
because carry them. She's been lugging them one under each arm. The family portrait and the one of, we think, the brother with like all the druids. She's been lugging those along this whole time.
Oh, God.
Fabulous.
But no, I mean, seeing that you're kind of beat up and stuff, she comprehends. Oh, they should probably go do a thing first. So yeah, she'll follow along just with the thought in her mind that eventually she wants to go give the portraits to somebody of importance.
All right. From the town hall, you do see the emergence of the sheriff, who's in discussion with one of the guards, but then sees you and begins to walk in your direction. Waving as he approaches, saying, "Hail! Where's the farmer? How went your quest?"
Wait, where is the farmer?
The
That's a good question. Where
farmer
did we leave
broke
her?
off early and mumbled something about having to do another run to ward off the vermin.
Ah, yes, the rodents of unusual size. How could we forget?
So,
Well, it went. I think we solved the problem.
solved the problem. Well, that's fantastic, and you're all well, and did Dirk just ride away?
Oh yeah, he's got some business somewhere else.
Yeah, paladin things. He's probably gonna get hurt. They'll probably send for me here in a day or so, or just drop him off. I look kind of over at Mara, and I kind of it'll probably look a little bit like this. We can patch him up eventually.
Well, I guess I'll
She's
need
like-
to. Please.
She's like bleeding from her arm. It's like not good.
My goodness, Mara, you really need to see. Why don't you head to the chapel right now and seek some medical attention?
She's like, "Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it."
But she's like gonna start like hobbling over to the tavern or to the temple.
So he'll say, "Well, in this case, I guess I'll need to find a new mercenary. We still have the budget for 4, and you're only 3. I'll get right on that. But please do take care of yourselves. You're in dire straits." So,
What time of day is it?
time of day. It is
Yeah.
mid-afternoon.
I would just mention to Tully, we have recovery things to do, I kind of just mostly gesture at Mara. Would it be possible to speak with the mayor in the morning and whatever maybe recruit you get to, I don't know, whatever else it is that we're doing? I sort of just gesture at my like big like box of paperwork from the manor. The Clover farm history is kind of sort of here, and we've got to sort through it still. It might be a long night.
Well, honestly, I can probably take that off your hands if you need. Thank you very much.
Oh, I think I'm not sure, but I think we kind of own the farmhouse now because that's what the very ghostly dead owner said. And also, he said there's something about money, and I think it would be nice since they're all very dead, to maybe give them a place in the cemetery. There's no bodies to bury, but can we maybe use some of the money to buy a nice headstone for them? Now that they've died. And here, and she'll hold out the portraits to him.
You neglected previously to mention that the Clovers were in fact deceased. That is most unfortunate, but also not entirely unexpected. I'm not sure what to do with these pictures, but I can take those papers unless you wish to hold on to them.
No. I think holding on to them is best. The deed and everything has been effectively willed to us by the Clovers in there. And we kind of sort of explain exactly what happened as Mara kind of sort of wanders off. I kind of sort of very quietly mention that there might have been a Minotaur, someone tried to kill everyone, and it wasn't that big of a deal. We took care of it, but yeah, there's things in here that we have to sort through to figure out exactly how that happened, and I'd be completely willing to share that with you in the morning after we've gone through it, since we don't know what's in here yet.
Look, you all take a rest. Take care of what you need to restore your health. If you are all back to fighting shape by the morning, and if I can find an additional member, I think I'm going to send you into the Goblin Tunnel. So prepare yourselves for that.
That's where BB is waiting for us. So yes, we do need to go back there.
Yes. He nods.
Yeah, Shelly looks very determined. Like, she doesn't care about the goblin. She's very determined. That dog is there. She needs to go.
Well, good night to you all. Good afternoon. Have a good rest. Turn away to head back towards the town hall.
I kind of sort of just look over at Mara. It's like, you good? You okay over there? You need some help?
She's like trying to downplay it, even though she looks like super beat up.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm just swell. Don't worry about me."
Here, Shelly will go over and kind of kneel down on the ground. Be like, do you want a piggyback ride? I can carry you. I can give you a piggyback ride so you don't have to walk.
She's like, "Oh, no, that's fine, hun."
She's gonna like keep kind of hobbling.
As a simple reminder for those viewing, Mara is in fact a halfling. So, will all of you be making your way to Dalefen's Church of Unity?
Yep, Shelly can ask about the cemetery thingy there. So that lines up with what she needs to do.
Considering that I'm not bleeding at all, at least as far as I know, I was going to get a head start at literally the entire last, 6 or 9 months of paperwork from the Clover family farm.
Okay, let me get us queued up properly for.
Because that's what Rose does. Rose does bureaucracy.
Rose does bureaucracy. Alright, we are going to start then with Rose, because Rose, you are closer to your location of destination, as the other two head off towards the chapel. You are going to head into the tavern.
Yes.
Let's see how this... Making your way now into the tavern. You will enter to the usual bustle. Audrey, your character finds herself at the bar here, prepared for new work, potentially. Will either of your characters find reason to interact with one another, or are you going to just go on about your business? Either answer is fine.
Rose actually is like dead set on literally grabbing like one of the larger tables and just starts spreading out a mountain of paperwork. I will mention to God, where's the name? The nice bartender lady, whose name I've written down and cannot find it in my notes. I will mention that
Lally, who's swinging over by the bar just now, and says, "Hey, hon, can I get you anything to drink?" Approaching you, Phoebe.
Just another ale. That's fine.
You got
Do
it.
people normally come here with this many boxes of things?
She looks over in the direction of, "Oh, that's just Rose. She's working for the town. She's got all sorts of important business."
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Phoebe's looking at that pile of paperwork like, how much further away from it can I get? That seems like
there's
not
the look.
No.
the general, like, it's not so much a look of disdain you see on Rose's face, but just kind of sort of like a, all right, hold on, let's start reading through literally like an accordion folder, and just stuff just gets pulled out and sorted and read, and I eventually there's like, come over, get a water, mention that, hey, Mara and Shelly are going to be here. Can we get 3 plates of food?
Well, hey there, my lady friend. The halfling tavern keep approaches Rose. Says, "Looks like an overwhelming amount of work. Hey, you know what I think might wash that down well?"
Not booze, not tonight.
Are you sure? I could give
Very
you,
sure.
as a repeat customer, half off the special brew. 5 silver pieces for a glass right now.
Do not tempt me yet. There will be time for that. And I sort of gesture at all of this and go, actually, is there another table I can borrow? Because I pull out another accordion folder. I'm like, this is the final one, I think.
Looks like tonight's pretty busy. Here, let me help you move some of the chairs over, and you can put some of your stuff on those.
That totally works.
All right. Well, good work to you, Rose. Kind of meanders his way up towards the bar. Says, "Well, hey there, you look new. Haven't seen you in here before."
Just passing through, looking for work. I ended up here because of another job and kind of need a job to get me back.
Well, great. See, I can give you a great place to spend your money. If you would like a once-in-a-lifetime experience, or maybe twice if you'd like to do it again, I would offer you Spring Step Special Ale for only 1 gold piece for a pint. You will have an exuberant experience.
No.
The offer stands if you'd like some. Don't get too tempted.
Yeah, I'll,
And he kind of just turns away and smiles at another patron and starts walking off.
You just look at the woman behind the bar. What's so special about the special ale? Because that seems concerning.
Well, I'll say it's got a great taste, and then there's a little surprise, or rather lack of a surprise. Oh, but then there's another little surprise. It's fun. You should try it.
Yeah,
when you have some coin.
I've worked in a pub or two before. I understand kind of what you're saying. I'm good.
All right. What can I get you? And she wanders off. this point,
Phoebe's like out of the corner of her eye. She's still watching Rose like pulling all of this paper out. Is just like partially intrigued, partially terrified of that much paper.
Rose literally shares this feeling, except she's honestly too busy.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to like claw through. And then she pulls out her own satchel and she's like comparing notes. And you see this ever like burning like frown continue to get like deeper. And it's like, okay. Like there's a discovery that she's making while reading all of this that she's not surprised in any way. She's not even really yet disappointed. She's just kind of sort of like, all right, well, I put 2 and 2 together. Wonderful.
Yeah, just to yourself, he was like, what kind of town have I ended up in?
Approaching the bar comes the village sheriff and says, "Hey, Laos, how you doing?" And the bartender kind of dances up and says, "Hey, Dad, everything's good." He says, "Hey there. Oh, hello there, ma'am." He kind of nods in your direction, Phoebe.
Hello?
Larry, do we have any new customers out of town might be capable combatants? How about you, ma'am?
Maybe just, I mean, depends on what it is. Probably good.
How do you do with tunnels?
Oh, small enclosed areas? My specialty.
All right. Then I'd like to offer you a contract to help protect this village of Dalefen. We're facing a number of issues, one of which was just resolved the other day, so much of your work is done well, but we have an issue with dark elven thieves, and notably right now we have an issue with the remnants of a band of goblins. And so, if you, as well as 3 others that are already helping me, are willing to do so, I could give you a pretty payday of 500 gold pieces.
Now you're speaking my language.
Hmm.
So who are these other 3?
Oh, one of them's right over there with all the papers. So, if you're interested...
You said this is goblins and tunnels, right? Not paperwork?
Yeah, that's actually not part of our job at all. That's entirely...
Okay, good.
I kind of sort of...
Of all the things I do, that's not one of them.
I just yell over to the sheriff, like, yeah, thanks. Yeah, your contract now means I own a farm. I appreciate it. And I kind of sort of give him like a, yeah.
Say, owns a farm. See? You might even get more out of it than 500 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's exactly what I wanted.
Okay. As long as that's not actually part of the job, I'm in.
Not a responsibility.
Perfect.
Yes, here.
I don't do paperwork.
He runkles around in a coin purse and then spits out a number of pieces of silver and says, "Laos, will this cover her meal and stay and drink for the night?" So I say, "Well, I'll drink except for the special stuff." I'll say,
Don't worry, that's not going to be on my tab.
Spend the night, rest up.
Thank you.
Right in the morning, the 4 of you will head out to the Goblin Cave.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We'll bring her to the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, I'm going to start heading over to Rose's table.
I'll kind of give a nod and head away.
It's like still standing away from the table, like, looking at all the chairs that have stuff on them. I think I just signed up to help you and 2 other folks tomorrow.
So I heard.
Okay.
And I sort of like just stick my hand out and say, "Yep, sorry." And Rose Tranmere.
Phoebe Elric.
Apologies. I sort of move stuff off of a chair and sort of pass it over to her. Be like, it's like, yeah, interesting continent you guys have here. I'm not gonna lie. And sort of, like start putting stuff back in some of the folders as I think I've accomplished most of what I needed to do.
I'm gonna say I've lived here my whole life and I've never seen this much paper in one location that's not a library. So, welcome.
Yeah, I would say neither have I, but I shouldn't say that. I would be lying. For the task at hand, yes, this is far too much paperwork. For stuff that I normally do, this actually isn't unreasonable. It's a lot, but it's not excessive. I was expecting excessive amounts of paperwork here, but this was a minor problem, and I ended up with all of this in a decaying farm that we have to fix somehow. Yeah, we're still working on that part. Hopefully we'll know more in
I'll
the
help with
morning.
the whole Goblin cave thing, but you have fun with farming.
Yeah, and so Rose just sort of gestures at that. I don't even know exactly how we're gonna fix that. I have an idea, but it doesn't normally go over too well. Requests like this, I don't think. We'll see how it goes in the morning.
Just selling it to somebody else and making it their problem?
I wish. I honestly wish that was a solution. Unfortunately, from a personal standpoint, the farm actually might work out very well for everyone involved, mostly my home city and this area, once we get it back up and running, which I don't know how long that's going to take, but I already know it's several months behind schedule, and I sort of gesture at the first 2 accordion folders because of everything in those folders, and I gesture at the last one and go, and that's the stuff that's supposed to have happened about a year ago and never did because gestures at the paperwork reasons.
Oh. Your life
So
seems
this...
really complicated.
It's supposed to be easier than this. It's actually, and I gesture at City Hall outside, that making it difficult.
Yeah, that's why I usually, unless, they're paying me, I usually...
We will leave these 2 to their paperwork, or this one to her paperwork, and the other to eye-rolling observation.
And extra here.
And we are going to
there's
head...
There's 2 people making eye-rolling observations. One just unfortunately is not getting paid for it right now.
Phoebe and Rose are currently at Spring Steps Tavern, while Mara and Shelly head to the Church of Unity. Here where you now arrive.
I'll just walk up. Are the doors open, or...?
They are not locked, and you can swing them right open.
Okay.
Yeah, Shelly will, when we step in... Oh, there is already somebody there.
There's a woman sitting in prayer.
Right, she would have announced our arrival if there were nobody around. But she doesn't have to do that, so that's lovely.
Does she, knock on the door and go, hello?
If Shelly would have opened the door, walked in, and done the whole, hello, is anybody here? But she saw people, so she felt she didn't need to do that this time.
Yeah. Mara will see, this is the young man from earlier.
This is Sam, the son of the general store owner, who was a survivor of the goblin attack. He's since been cleaned up of all the guck on his face, but he remains in the rather strange position of having his shirt buttoned open around the middle of his chest and the cursed dagger still impaled in it, in his open heart.
Is he sitting up, or is he stretched out on the pew?
He is sitting up on the pew, and he turns as you approach. You can also see that Mother Prudence, the priestess of Aniva here, is speaking with one of the townsfolk, who seems to be complaining about, what else is new? Giant rats eating his crops, and contemplating if it is the fate of him to have things go to ruin. But in more immediate relevance is Samuel, who turns to you, Mara, and says, "Oh, hello, it's my rescuers. You look
Mara
almost
will...
about as bad as I am."
she'll laugh and sort of do the like, ah, ow, and she'll pat him on the shoulder and say, "How you doing, bud?"
I'm weak, but I'm standing or sitting right now, but I've been standing. Can move around. I think tomorrow or the next day I'm going to try and get the store open. The people of Dalefen do need their supplies.
She'll sort of look at him and say, his name is Sam, right?
Mm-hmm.
She'll say, "Now, Sam, don't you go exerting yourself, okay? Just rest right here."
He'll say, right. Well, I'm gonna do that for the rest of the day for certain. And in prompt to the store being reopened, this common man is also going to approach and say, "Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna need 2 fresh buckets as soon as you can get it open. So just so you know." Gonna nod and walk off. Prudence is gonna rush over to you, Mara, seeing your condition, and say, "My dear, are you all right?"
And she says, "Oh, well, I have been better. But if you have the time, of course, dear, I could use some healing. But
Her
I'm
hands
sure
glow
you're real
soft
busy."
blue as you're speaking, and she places them on your wound. Restoring 11 hit points right away.
Ugh. God.
Is that better? A bit at least?
She like sighs in relief and says,
"Ah, yeah, thanks very much."
Smile and nod. Well, let me attend to the woman in the back. I haven't had the chance to speak with her yet, but I'll be here if you need me.
Ignoring the fact that the poor guy has the dagger still in his chest and looks really awful, just ignoring all of that because Shelly's like, yeah, just another day. She'll just lightly tap him on the shoulder. Do you, by chance, in your store, I need to buy a dog collar? Is it something that you sell at your store? Because I very much need to buy one.
Yes, I don't usually, but I imagine we could get a. No, I think Dad did have some. Yes, I have one. I have one at least. One of the farm dogs, herding dogs, regularly had a collar affixed to him. So he hopefully he'll have one, an extra one. I'd be happy to sell that to you if I can get things reopened.
Yes, I would like to purchase that. Please put it aside for me. And I am very sorry that I do not know what to do about that dagger in your heart.
Oh.
If Papa or Grampy were here, they would know what to do. I do not, so I cannot help, and I'm really, really sorry about that. But I think you'll be fine. I'm
Well,
sure you will be absolutely
It
fine.
would be an absolute relief just to make a good sale to a fine young lady such as yourself. And I'm sure that your father and grandfather could be quite helpful if they were here. Unfortunately, the priestess of Aniva is unable to be helpful. Then I'm not sure what they could do. I'm sorry, I'm being a little winded from all this speaking. I should probably write it down.
Mara's gonna kind of try and shoo Shelly away and say,
"Come on, let's let the poor guy rest."
So if as Mara tries to do that, Shelly's gonna not aggressively shrug her off, but just be like, "Hold on a sec." So now that Shelly is up close and personal with that dagger, I can't remember from the first session or if Shelly noticed any writing or symbols or anything in abyssal on the dagger, because she was able to read the abyssal symbols on the floor in that room.
Let me tell you.
Does the
what
dagger
there
have
is.
on it?
I
I
believe,
think
actually, all that there is inscribed in this clue I'd written out.
Alright, so here, let's see. A skull, pommeled horns. You know what? Shelly's gonna take a moment out comes her wand / pen and her journal, and best she's able to, she's gonna try and sketch what that looks like to her. And that's kind of the best she can do about it, but she at least wants to try and draw it in case there's a way she's ever able to get an answer about it. Yeah, alright. Yes, I am sorry I cannot help you, but I can at least buy some things from your store when you are feeling better.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe as she's doing that, as like Mara can see that she's trying to like sketch it out, she's gonna go over to wherever the shrine of Lyra is.
Be down here.
Okay. She'll go over and like do her normal, kind of practiced prayer thing, but she is also going to pray for her children and her husband.
Wonderful. Make a religion check.
Ooh. Sorry, it's on the wrong page.
No divine influence seems to fill you.
Atheist.
Is there anything else that either of you want to do here at church?
On the way out, Shelly will say to the priestess or whoever this lady is here, she's just gonna reiterate to her that she was able to read those runes that were on the floor of the bad cave, and she's gonna tell her that the runes written were death, service, and blood, and that she doesn't understand what that means, but maybe she will somehow, or somebody else will, because Shelly does not know what that means.
Just say, all right,
But,
I'll consult my library to see if I can find anything regarding it. I know that the curator of the museum here is currently on his way back. I believe he's currently escorting one of the fabled chapters of the Tales of the Emperor, the story of the origins of the Virgin's Empire. If that is so, then that would be a most extraordinary thing to witness for yourselves, and I'm curious to see it myself. And simultaneously, he may have more information in regards to something like this if there is any historical precedent for it.
if you need me to recreate what was written, I can do that. My Grampy made sure I learned Abyssal. He made sure, so I can. If you need me to, I can rewrite the symbols that we saw.
Young one, you need not carve abyssal runes under this roof. But for the museum curator, if he is interested, then perhaps that might be of assistance.
Yes, I could do it outside. I would not do it here in this building, but maybe outside. But yes, I can do that.
Is there anything else that you wish to discuss or do here?
Nope. Just with the derpiness of a 15-year-old kid, she'll just wave to the poor guy with a dagger in his heart. Okay, see you later to buy that dog collar. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. As the two of you are exiting, I will draw your attention to the location of the cemetery.
Oh, Monkey Muffins, I forgot. We need to ask them to make a headstone for the people at the farmhouse who are dead. Shoot. Okay, I will do that later. later when I come back.
Alrighty.
I think they'll just head out.
As they're walking back to the tavern, Shelly will offer Tamara, if you would like an adult beverage after the rough day that we had, I will gladly buy you an adult beverage, like I did the other night.
Mara will laugh and say, I really appreciate that, hon. But you should be saving your coins.
Luckily, before I left, I have coins. I have a lot of coins. It's okay. I have coins. I
As
can't
they're
say
walking-
why, but I do have coins.
I'll say, oh, okay. As they're walking, she'll think a minute and then say quietly, if I'm being totally honest, the tavern owner there gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, maybe he's just always excited to meet new people, and we are new people. So maybe that's it. But I've never met anybody who gave me the heebie-jeebies because I don't exactly know what heebie-jeebies are. But maybe he's just, we're new and he's happy to have new customers.
Mara will start to say something, but then she'll say, okay, we'll talk about it later.
We are going to.
That is a new phrase for Shelly.
We are going to roll right into the morning of the next day, when you all awake within the tavern.
Our food and everything still being covered by the sheriff? We still don't have to put out our own cash?
That's correct.
That's lovely. Hooray. Hooray.
Take your long rest benefits, those of you who had the adventure on the last day, and make your way into the tavern where you might make introductions with your new tag-along.
You're being a dummy. There it is.
Yes, they're like staying in the rooms right across from each other. So like, I don't know if, well, we probably met last night, or at least like Rose would have told us that someone's
Rose
tagging
told you,
along.
you haven't met.
Yeah, it was very vague. Rose looked tired. Rose is still tired.
Rose is always tired.
Pretty much. Just a perennial sense of exhaustion of stuff that should not take this long.
Yeah, but as she exits her room, she'll probably like just be face to face with Phoebe, and Mara will say, well, how do you do? I'm Mara. Morning.
Morning, Phoebe. I met your friend Rose last night. She mentioned your name. I guess we're working together this morning. I really need breakfast.
She says, oh, me too. Let's go.
Breakfast, good. Yeah.
Phoebe's human.
Yeah, Phoebe's human. But on the short side, so it's like, oh, somebody who's closer to my height.
Yeah. These kids are so tall.
Shelly comes bounding out of her room because, in a way, she's kind of a derpy morning person only because she's so happy to see people. So she'll come bounding out of her room and kind of jump over to poor Mara and give her a hug and say, oh, I slept so well. The bed is so comfy. I hope you slept well. It's good to see you. Let's go on another adventure today. And she'll start looking around. Is Rosie awake yet? Because she should be awake now if she's not.
How early is it right now?
They all got an early rest. It's probably 7, 8 in the morning.
Real me would not be like this. Real me is not like this in the morning. I can
It's
be wrong.
not like this either.
No.
Rose is already at a table, just like sitting with a cup of like whatever Dirk's tea is, just scowling at it, like wishing she can go back to bed for another like 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's like there's like no amount of coffee or anything in the world that can make her a morning person. It's a physical impossibility.
Or morning people. That's
Sorry,
something I
not
don't
sorry
have.
about Shelly.
As
Shelly-
as Shelly's like bounding away, Mara will sort of like brush herself off because Shelly just like gave her a big hug and surprised her, and she'll sort of mumble,
Oh, that one has almost as much energy in the morning as my Lisa.
Yeah, Shelly in the morning has the energy of a brand new puppy. It's ridiculous. So she goes bounding over to Rosie and big old hug and good morning, Rosie.
Why?
Yep, it's
How are you
morning.
awake?
It's another adventure day. We have to go on another adventure because that's what we're here for.
No. First, we have to do our least favorite thing in the world: go to a meeting. At least I might actually enjoy this one.
Before we do that,
and Mara's gonna go over to the bar
and say, excuse me there, fella. Can we get 5 breakfasts over at that table?
5 breakfasts? Alrighty, you got it. Who's the extra one for?
she, because he's a halfling, right?
Yeah.
She's kind of gonna look at him like, what do you think it's for?
Oh, you're a good old traditionalist. Well, like me. But, I just hoped maybe it was an open invitation. Sorry for presuming. But nonetheless, I do have this for you, and he hands you a rolled up piece of paper, scroll.
Oh, when he says that, she sort of like flushes a little bit, but she'll take the scroll and read it.
It's a simple message. It says, you know where to go. Head out for the cave in the morning whenever you're all ready. We have the signed permission of the mayor. Good luck. Sheriff Tully.
Right. She'll sort of mumble like, oh yeah, thanks very much. And she'll go over to the table and hand it to Rose and say,
Well, you're in luck there, hon. No meetings today.
Rose just kind of sort of looks at the note and just kind of sort of looks like in the general direction of where City Hall is, just like, all right, well, the cowards don't want to deal with it today. They'll deal with it later.
All right. Whenever you are all ready, you can head out.
So, seeing someone there that Shelly's never seen before, she'll thrust her hand out towards the person and just say, I don't know who you are, but it's very nice to meet you. I'm shy. I'm Shelly. I'm shy. I'm a shy person, but my name is Shelly. That's my name. It's nice to meet you.
Phoebe just reached out her hand. I'm Phoebe. You're very awake.
Yes. It's nice to meet you, Phoebe. It's another day for adventure. Because that's the most important thing is to go on adventures every day while we can go on adventures.
Yep.
I was gonna turn to Rose while they're talking and say,
I don't think she's all that shy.
Anyone who's this awake at this hour of the morning? No, absolutely not. It's a physical impossibility.
All right.
I can be shy. Never mind. My name is Shelly. That's all that matters. My name is Shelly.
Okay. Well, where shall
We start filling Phoebe in on the specifics of what we did with the kobolds a couple days ago.
Kobolds?
And why we're going
goblins.
Whatever. And just sort of like, yeah, we have to go down a hole now for science. I think it's science. I don't know exactly.
For science.
Oh, but first, wait. I need to go and get BB's dog collar. The nice guy said that he had a dog collar that I could purchase. We have to be responsible dog owners and get him a collar.
Wait, you also have a dog?
I explained. No, it's complicated. Yeah.
I
He
promise
lives
that
in
Did the
hole.
dog come with the farm?
No, the
but
dog came with the cave that we
farm.
cleared. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he'll enjoy living on the farm once we have the dog and the farm. The dog is not
We're
at the farm, but the dog will be at the farm.
Can we teach BB how to murder all the ROUSs, or is that not something he's going to want to do?
I can't make him do things like that yet. I cannot.
Okay.
But maybe
Rose
eventually I could.
Rose kind of sort of like hears that word yet and just goes like, yeah, just nods. Like, okay, yeah.
I cannot.
Then cave?
Yeah, well, it should have. I don't know why we call it the Goblin Cave anymore. I don't know if there's any more goblins in it.
If there were.
Well, maybe down the hole.
Formerly Goblin Cave?
The cave that had goblins in it when first you found it.
The worst goblin is dead. He is very dead. I made sure he was very dead. I stabbed him 30 times and he was very dead. Every other goblin I think will be okay.
Intense.
He was already dead, hon.
Yes, he was very dead, and I made sure he stayed very dead.
Wait,
Should we go?
interesting.
All right. Quickly stepping out of the tavern, Shelly, you will be sad to find that the general store still has a closed sign hanging on its door. It seems that Sam is still not well enough to open his doors, so you'll have to depart without the dog collar.
Here, Mara is going to take some, like, hempen rope, like, just cut off a piece and, like, tie it and say, we can use this for now.
I was thinking the exact same thing, so yep, that's perfect. Shelly just wants to be a responsible dog owner, as she was taught. She just wants to be responsible, so...
Are you all going to head west, following the trail that three you had followed before to the Goblin Cave?
Yeah.
Arriving here, you return to the riverside entrance to the cave. You can hear the sound of the rushing water in the distance.
As we're walking along, can I just do, like, a quick perception check to make sure nothing has really changed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we found all the holes the sheriff stepped in, right? Like there weren't others that he didn't step in the first time.
That's right.
He did do that. Ooh.
This area was thoroughly searched when last you were here.
Great. I will just...
At some point, as we're walking, Shelly would have asked Phoebe how she feels about magic or people who use magic, and she'll try and be as nonchalant as possible about it, as best as she's capable of being. But at some point she would
check.
which is not very.
Oh boy.
Shelly is as subtle as a jackhammer. I mean, but she's trying. She thinks she's being subtle. Let's put it that way.
I'm not gonna have you roll at a disadvantage, but I could have. Okay.
See, well, it'd be hysterical no matter what. But yeah, Shelly thinks she's being very slick. So magic users, like she thinks
Pathetically.
yeah.
I mean, I've never really met one, as long as they don't give me trouble. Not gonna really give them trouble.
Okay, well, you probably still haven't met a magic user. Nobody here really does that sort of thing. I was just being curious.
Okay. Gonna keep walking now.
Slick.
Yeah, Shelly's like wailed her. Like, she's like,
Nailed it.
Rose will Rose will attempt to save Phoebe from gestures at all of Shelly. Do you have like a specialty that you do, ma'am, or is there like a?
I'm good at getting into small places, sometimes some things that are in a little bit of a gray area. I mean, if money's good, you know, pretty good at finding traps and things, you know, whatever.
Well, where were you a couple of days ago? I gestured at like one of the holes that's probably still has some of the sheriff's blood in it somewhere at the bottom.
I'm not here. I was in
very
between
good at it.
Port Thoris and here. I was doing another job. Money was actually not as good as this one. Maybe I should have just been here.
Sheriff does pay well. I will give him that.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
He's also pretty good at finding traps, and she'll kind of like rib Rose.
From what I'm understanding, I tend to not get injured when I find
That's good. One less person I need to keep alive.
Oh, I'm really good at getting out of bed. That's a thing. I'm not big on getting close to people trying to hit me pretty quick.
That's okay. That's why we have Mara. Mara likes bleeding, I think. She's fairly good at it.
We'll say, hey.
What?
Continue forward at your leisure.
I'm kind of sort of mostly following Mara because Mara is better at I think, better at the scene stuff. Well, actually, I think we're the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely, I wouldn't say like full-blown skittish about this place, but I'm like, 6 out of 10.
Yeah. Fliffy.
Shelly will purposely lag behind a little bit, but when nobody's looking or she thinks nobody's looking, she will just kind of like slide her magic pen wand into her right hand and keep it down at her side.
I will, before we get into the waterfall area, I will kind of sort of like tap Mara on the shoulder, like, do we see anything up there?
Need to do another perception, or
If you would like.
okay.
I'm
Why
gonna
not?
I'm gonna give you guidance on that one in case.
Hey. Yeah.
Seems fair enough.
Even with the. Alright. Right.
You don't see anything.
Yeah.
Anything
good to
other than
me.
what you expect.
Well, I expect to be shot at, so I don't know if that's. How did we get up here the last time? Was there did we just actually climb the wall on this side?
Yep.
I think we just timed it, but we were in combat, so it was like a whole thing.
Oh, that's right.
But
I'm assuming this water is shallow enough to just easily get across.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's
Like,
flowing pretty
yeah.
quickly, but it's shallow enough that the force won't take you away.
good for Mara.
Indeed.
I was
I was gonna say it might be like shin deep for everyone else, and it might be waist deep for the short people.
How tall is Rose?
5'6". Not that tall.
You're still probably the tallest of the group.
That's not that. Yeah, it's not that impressive. I don't think.
How tall is Shelly?
Shelly is fun size. Shelly is a little under 5 feet.
Oh, I always assumed she was like really tall.
Oh, no,
Phoebe
she's a
is-
short little thing.
Says
She's
she's
a short
They're
five
all
two.
very
She's
small.
not.
Shelly is a small little thing.
Oh boy.
She
Okay.
just hasn't finished growing yet, though. That's the thing. She might be a very tall girl when she's older, but for right now.
No, Phoebe's done at
She's
5'1.5". She's just short.
Well,
I'm thinking we're stuck at 5'6".
at least your party will not have a problem with hitting your head on door frames.
You say that.
You won't be able to reach
I
the
do.
top shelf in the grocery store, though.
How tall is Dirk?
I don't know, but I imagine he's a titan of a man.
I'm like 6
Yeah, I
foot
think
something.
Dirk's pretty tall.
Well, and also Dirk thinks he's 7 feet tall. That's the other problem.
That's true.
We love you, Dirk. If you listen to this, we love you, bud.
How dark did it get in here the last time?
It wasn't too bad. The goblins had some torches posted up, and those torches are still here. You can relight them pretty easily.
I'm just gonna light up the shield now. Why not?
All right, so
I will, however, ask Phoebe, like, is this bad? Do you want to be in the dark, or I can make it go away?
I can get ahead of you if I need to be in the dark.
Okay.
Oh, that's how you're lighting things up. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's something
Yeah.
I've never seen, but okay.
Yes,
Shelly-
sorry, we're not
Shelly-
wrong.
Out your light.
No, I mean, it's fine. Like I told Shelly, you don't cause me trouble, I won't cause you trouble.
Let's
Shelly can see with or without your light thing, so she's not concerned.
we can go down this way because this is faster.
It probably is. Because we did not actually scale this wall the last time, right? The
correct.
Yeah,
archer
we
guys.
went into the entrance here.
Is there any recent, besides the stuff that we know, like us leaving the last time, any recent tracks or activity that we can see?
Make a survival check.
I was afraid of that answer.
Ooh.
Take that.
18. Making a decently thorough investigation of this area. You do not find any tracks on the stone floor, though perhaps there is some mud which has washed up along the edge, and you do find some smear marks in that. The other notable element is that your party, when last here, along with the town guard, left the dead goblins. Those bodies are gone.
Oh,
I
so
think it's-
the guards didn't like figure it out or anything.
Nope.
No, we carried out our one man. They carried out their 12.
Is there anything leading to any like mud tracks or anything leading to this door that we're headed to?
There's probably a handful of smears leaded in that direction.
I was gonna take out her sword. Just to be safe.
And I'm actually gonna stuff the light on the shield temporarily until we get maybe up into the chamber room.
Okay.
They scratch that. She's taking out her crossbow.
Ooh, okay. I kind of sort of like whisper at Mara, like, well, you want to go rain? You want me to take a point? I can. I don't mind.
I just took this out so we wouldn't have to jump into things immediately. But
I understand.
it's up to you, hon.
We're gonna like very carefully get up to this corner here and check as best I can into this room.
So, the image on the map which you see of the glowing green doors, those doors are not present. The green glow is not present. The stone floor opens smoothly. What you can see ahead of you, Rose, is still that same chamber. Though I might note that the runes that had a soft purple glow to them before around that altar in the center of this ruin are faded to almost a black, like the ones you saw in the mansion.
Okay. We're going to step into the room and immediately look to the general vicinity over here and see if BB's hanging around.
You see no dog.
No, Rosie, do you... Shelly walks right into the room like she owns the place. Because again, it's not a 15-year-old girl, and she cups her hands around her mouth and says,
No.
I'm so sorry to wait. She calls out, "Baby, we came back. I promise. We're here. Where are you? We don't have a collar, but I'll get you a collar. Where are you?" And she like puts her fingers to her lips and goes like with a loud whistle, as loud as she can, like.
Oh my god.
I was like, Shelly, shush. Inside voice.
Yes, we are inside. And then she'll look around for a minute and see if BB comes out, and if not, she'll go over to the last place where she remembers seeing him and dig. If the pile of clothing and stuff is still there, she'll just go digging.
The loud cry echoes throughout this interior, but you hear no response to the call.
Phoebe might make her first kill before we get into the hole. This might be interesting.
So here, where BB was last seen was over here, cowering under a pile of cloth and whatever. And there's Shelly starts.
No, there wasn't any cloth. It was all animal viscera.
Oh, okay. Well, she's that doesn't bother her. So she'd start.
Oh god.
Through, unless it's just there visible that BB is not there.
You mean it's still kind of piled, but you don't see, and you might move a clump aside, and no, there's no resurrected dog.
Okay, then over to this pile. If this is the same kind of pile,
As soon as Shelly gets close to her, Phoebe just bolts to the next column. It's like, I'm done now.
Shelly's different.
No, and Phoebe's like, I'm gonna not be near the loud thing.
So Shelly we will be able to search all three piles of viscera with no sign of the undead dog, which was risen by the goblin necromancer when last you were here.
Mara's gonna see that she's like searching all the piles and sort of go over and say, I think he may have been temporary, hun. She'll sort of like pat her on the back.
Shelly looks like between angry and just almost devastated. I made a promise that I would come back, and I came back, and he's not here, so somebody took him. They're gonna be sorry. And she'll stomp away and say, maybe he got scared and went over here, so maybe we'll still find him, but that's fine. That's fine. But if somebody took him, it won't be fine. And without giving much thought, she'll just get ready to just go down this hole and not really worry about what everybody
Oh
else
boy.
is doing.
Oh god.
Shelly, if you're gonna go down the hole, let me scout ahead.
Shelly has dark vision 60 feet. If she kneels down and physically looks down in this hole, can she see anything at all?
You see a tunnel that descends into the earth and grows small, not so small that none of you can fit through. We've established that you aren't the wide-shouldered Dirk. But it just seems to start going down.
Mara's gonna kind of like at Shelly on the shoulder and say, maybe we should let our friend go first.
I kind of look over at Mario. You don't have dark vision, right? Are we blind as bats down here?
And she's like, oh yeah.
Phoebe just looks at Rose. Yeah. I do have candles in my bag.
I can see where it's dark. I can see.
I'm presuming that at the possible thought of Shelly being the scout, Phoebe's just gonna light a candle and move ahead. So why don't you roll a stealth check
that's
for me?
just, yeah. So no.
Honestly, Shelly wouldn't care if she went down there first. Because in her mind, either her dog is down there or someone who took her dog is down there.
No, Shelly doesn't have a chance. Like, Phoebe's lighting the candle as she's going down into the hole.
All right, so
like, I got
here's
this.
what I will tell you is, Phoebe, you will make it probably about, I'd say about 500 feet with nothing besides the tunnel winding and continuing it seems to be moving mostly in a singular direction, kind of, I would say, in a direction of northeast, sort of in this direction. But it also, doesn't seem to have any notable features. It's just a tunnel, just a cave going.
There's no like blood on the ground.
Yeah,
Anything?
is there anything? I mean, obviously there's no
Survival
features in
check.
the cave. Oh boy! And I'm dead.
You find nothing.
Yeah. Like, damn.
Okay, we're going in after her after she like.
Give me a
Yeah,
head start.
Shelly doesn't even hesitate. But actually, for our sakes, is there somewhere, I'm asking this, Shelly might not think too, is there somewhere here where we could anchor a rope and drop it down so
Put it
if
this
we
way.
have to, if we have no choice but to come back up this
The
way, we
descent
have something.
is a smooth enough of a slope. Well, you could do that. You could probably tie it around this pillar right here. So you may want to do that. It's a smooth enough of a slope that you shouldn't have any trouble getting up or down it, unless you're being dragged from behind or something.
And I didn't come across any like branches off to it. It was one tunnel I could go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's actually a good thing because there's only one direction to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if, do you want to leave a rope behind, Shelly?
Yeah, you know what? Just in case if this is the only way back out and we need to get out in a hurry, let's say,
Sure.
heaven forbid we struggle trying to scramble
Mm-hmm.
out. So, yeah, you know what? She'll take her rope and tie it off in whatever kind of knot she's got to do and drop it down the hole.
Fair call.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And if she
As
can't
we're-
retrieve it.
As we're about to like go down the hole, Mara's gonna go to Shelly and say, "Okay, you can't shout while we're in here, okay? Promise?"
I promise to try my best not to. I will try my best. I promise to try my best. Yes.
Okay, well that's all I can ask for. Go head in.
Heaven help anyone if they have her dog, though.
Hear
So-
anything
Oh god.
down here?
You do not, other than
Okay.
the occasional echo. You do, I will note, see a bat fly past at one point over your head.
That's actually a good sign. Now wait, does it fly towards the hole that we came down, or okay? So it's going. Okay, that's actually a good sign.
Alrighty. You continue through this tunnel. The tunnel continues. As you travel, you feel, for perhaps at least a mile, as you're walking on foot. Will anything deter your forward progress? All
As
right.
long as nothing gets in our way, I wouldn't think.
The first time either myself or Mara stumble or whatever because of the dark, I'm gonna light up the shield again because I don't want to be caught when I can't see.
Both of you make a dex save.
10 feet.
Oh God.
Dex, they say.
Just
Dex.
happily plodding along. Shelly just happily doing whatever.
Dex on the cleric.
Oh no!
You
Oh
tried.
no! That's a thing that happened.
Well, I mean, you ask the stupid question, you
So
get the
it's,
stupid answer.
0.3 of a mile before, Rose, you trip.
There's a spew of curses in every language that Rose knows, which is several of them. Mostly Dwarven, because we're underground. And yeah, now there's significant light in the shield, but I will give Phoebe a good 30 to 40 feet head start so that I'm not impeding.
I mean, I still have a candle out, but I can also easily snuff that. So
yeah.
You continue. You feel yourself traveling for what must be another mile atop the one you've already traveled.
has it still been a slope downward, or has it flattened out? Or
It is stabilized. So the slope downwards was mostly initial, and then it's kind of got and then it is
right.
Sometimes it is
but
wide
we're not
enough.
Still going down.
No.
For the most part.
Sometimes it's wide enough for all of you to walk shoulder to shoulder. Sometimes you have to go single file. There's one particular passage where you all need to crawl. But eventually, you find your way to this point. And I will have you continue on map.
Oh, hooray.
Water?
You do hear the sound of water flowing a bit
I'm
ahead
gonna
of you.
move against the wall over here. Just so I'm not walking out right in the middle of things. Huh. Water. Interesting. Does it seem really fast?
Moderately.
I'm gonna take my rapier and just kind of push it down until I can hit the bottom of the water, just to make sure it's not too deep.
It's probably about a 5-foot descent down to the water. It's in a little crevice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We can hop over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a 5-foot hop.
So okay, yeah, we can. You guys good with that? I can.
Yeah.
Secure it. Okay. All right. Well, let's make this little hop. Do you need to make any check for that?
Nope.
Since this looks like it's fresh running water, Shelly will take a moment to wash her hands, because she did touch all the goopy crap back in the other cave.
To wash
And
your
her hands
hands,
are-
I would need a check because it is a 5-foot descent from where you're standing down to the water.
Oh, well, she'll, like, wherever she has to go, where she can just bend down and just dump her hands in to wash
the point
them.
I'm making
She
is
has to-
that you have to crawl down a vertical to get down to the water that is 5 feet down.
Well, here, if she hops across and then she's... Or no, the water's 5 feet down even from ground level,
Yep.
you mean?
Correct.
Oh, never mind then. Nope, never mind then.
It's Yucky Hands
She
Shelly.
doesn't... Well, no, you know what she have on her, though? You know what? Here, no, it's fine. She's got her water skin, whatever, flasky thingy. She can cap that, pour that over her hands and do one of these and let the water drop into the river.
There you go.
I was thinking ground level with us.
Nope.
It's fine. Now she just has no water in her water skin, but that's okay.
And now you've left a little bit of goop in the natural water source.
Great.
Yeah,
And then what? That's fine.
Druids would be proud. No, they wouldn't.
No.
Hey, look, Mr.
Druids
Farmer Mr. Farmer put the dead Nothic in the friggin' water. He's like, don't worry, it'll wash downstream.
Druids are mad at him
They
too.
also, if I remember correctly, exiled all the druids except the one that turned into a minotaur. So
They didn't seem too concerned.
Oh wait, yeah, there's still a druid back in town, allegedly, somewhere.
that's who actually I was hoping to talk to today. But
Yeah,
no, we go down the hole.
Forgot about that.
We need to find them
Go down a
eventually.
hole.
Alright. So, doing what... Alright, she promised Mara she wouldn't yell. So, as we're walking along, Shelly will cup her hands around her mouth, but very quietly go, Baby, are you down here? We came to find you. But she'll do it as quietly as she possibly can.
Go whisper,
Oh.
yell.
It's still echoing. Phoebe just says it like turns back in a pretty normal voice. Even whispers echo.
Yes, but I promised I would not yell, and I did not yell. But
Mara's gonna
I-
like stop and say, "You did promise
Shelly
that."
logic.
It's true. It's true. Okay, fine.
Shelly logic is I did what I promised, so
Make
we're
the
good.
turn.
Kids.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is Shelly logic 101.
Alright.
These rocks here they're relatively short or
Stalagmites. Pretty tall.
Good. That's good. Oh, let's go over. Oh boy.
My.
So we're gonna keep you on that 18 stealth
Okay.
as you move up to a small group of what appear to be goblins all sitting around a campfire. One of them
I
sings.
just hold up a hand.
He powders his hands and his knees, and one of them says, "Me wonder if we could have eaten our dead brothers. Maybe that would make me feel less hungry than me am now." This guy goes, "No, idiot. It'd give you tummy ache. It'd make you throw up and feel more hungry." This guy's gonna say, "I just miss eating wolf. Why can't we eat wolf? Why do we have to eat little bits of other stuff?"
Like as soon as I saw them, I would have taken the candle and just pushed it into the wall to snuff it out.
You are all aware of the presence of these goblins, as they are talking at no diminished tone as they sit around their campsite.
This is
Just
gonna be
gonna-
bad.
Very slowly take out her crossbow.
I'm gonna very slowly take out my short bow.
We'll kind of look at Rose and sort of do like one of these.
All right. So if
Can I?
Phoebe and Mara are prepared, is Rose doing something?
Rose is going to hold an action whenever they go. Whichever guy in the front, I'm assuming they're aiming for the ones in the front. Whichever one doesn't drop, I'm holding a cantrip to drop him.
Alrighty. And Shelly,
I get any?
what are you doing?
Alright. Shelly has her wand in her hand. But at the sound of the one of them saying, I want to eat wolf, why can't we eat wolf?
Oh no.
Forgive me, folks. Shelly's gonna stomp up with like hands
Oh no.
jokers and say, Did you eat my dog? I am looking for my dog.
Why do I
you
have a feeling that
him-
if Phoebe stuck her arm out to stop Shelly, Shelly would have ducked under it
Yeah.
and just kept walking.
Shelly's It's like a fun train off the rails. She just stomps up, hands on hips, like I want to speak to the manager kind of attitude.
Mara's like, oh
Like-
no.
Did you take my dog?
They all look at you
And she
with eyes wide in surprise, and we're going to go to our break. I'll see the rest of you all in 10 minutes. We are back. And where we left off was the confrontation between Shelly and the goblins who enjoy the taste of wolf meat. And so, as the goblins stare, jaws agape, towards you, Shelly, is there anything more that you are to say?
If you didn't take my dog or eat my dog, I can't say I'll let you live, but I'll let you live a little bit longer than I would have if you say you did take my dog.
They look very confused at one another, and one of them says, "You look stringy. Stringy little girl. She talk about dog. We not had dog in months. We're upset. But maybe you stringy like dog. Hmm?" And he kind of reaches for his mace. They all kind of slowly start to get up. What are you going to do?
I am not a dog.
Can I shoot
And
one?
she'll like motion to
Yes.
herself almost like, hey, stupid. Like, I am not a dog, but if you say you didn't eat my dog, then okay.
Make an attack roll, Mara. Make an attack roll, Piggy. 15. Who's your target?
That one.
That one. An arrow strikes him in the head. He falls to the ground dead. And with that, the others, all shocked, rush to combat. I need you all to roll initiative.
So the dog was like undead. Like it didn't have meat on it per se, right?
Right.
Oh god.
I know you've been talking about the undead dog, but Phoebe still thinks it's a dog, like
Yeah,
a
they
golden
haven't
retriever.
specified.
We should have clarified that. I'm sorry. That was our fault. We assumed
Yeah,
we could
no.
have done that on the
I'm
way
sure
in.
she'll eventually find out.
Phoebe, you're up.
Okay, excellent. Well, you know what? I'm assuming they can see me, right?
They're aware of your presence.
Okay, well, that's cool. Let's just shoot that one now.
Okay. Thunk.
Oh, wow.
Exactly the amount of damage you needed.
Nice.
The arrow sails through his neck. He gives
And
that and collapses to the ground.
I'm gonna... How do I want to move? I'm gonna make a mad dash over here.
Dashing into the open. The goblins now act. You're the one who's shot at them and killed two of them, so these two, bows in hand, are going to both shoot at you, Phoebe. Woohoo! And lights out. Time for nap.
Really?
And they go, and then they turn towards Shelly with that. Next up, Rose, what you got?
Rose is going to run up and get more or less in front of Shelly. I think I can do that. I can get to there. Kind of sort of look over at someone else that died and kind of sort of gives a very dirty look over to Shelly and then starts going to work.
You're all right, Audrey. You're 12, and then the next arrow brings you to unconscious. It's not double.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
My AC is at 14. Only one of those hit. I'm at 1 HP.
I missed that. You're still up.
I am still up.
I'm thinking you're worried about being dead. You're good.
No!
Rose,
I'm not
what you
unconscious.
got?
The guy on the left.
Yeah, this guy.
I'm gonna ask him to make a deck save.
He's gonna make a dex save for you.
I'm then gonna start to kind of look over at Phoebe and kind of sort of see her, bleeding rather heavily from that wound. And be like, "You okay for a little bit there, kid?"
She gasps
And
a soundless affirmative, I believe.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay.
Just gets a thumbs up.
Mara, you're up.
Mara is trying so hard to like stay calm and patient. She's like doing some breathing. She's like, okay. And she's gonna run up, still crossbow in hand, and try again and take a shot at this dude here.
Thunk. 13 hits. Strikes him in the gut, and he gives a and slaps his gut a bit. Shelly. Unless you got movement, Mara.
That was my movement. I started way at the back.
What you got?
The one that mentioned she looks stringy and made like rude licky noises, is he still alive?
No.
Cool. That's the one she wants to go at then.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's very dead? Damn it. Alright, she'll take care of that in a second. Let's go towards this one.
You want him to stay that way.
Hashtag not a necromancer.
She's not, I swear. Alright, let's go after this one here. And let's see if a chill touch does 24 hit him for 5 necrotic damage.
Apologies to the bloodied or the undamaged?
The undamaged.
She wants to get rid of the undamaged one.
Okay.
She figures he's gonna die any moment. She's going after undamaged.
A spectral hand of cold wraps around the back of his neck, and you watch as the goblin leaps about 2 feet up into the air. He's still alive, though.
Yeah, but she'll just say something like, "That's what you get for calling me stringy."
Alright, we're gonna go for another mad dash. And this is why I took mobile. I just wanna take 35 to 0 my last 5 from me. Okay. I'm gonna I want to get up in this little alcove up here.
What you see is a opening to a worked stone section of the underground. There is light and sound coming from within.
Right, note made. I'll get back to you in a second. And we're gonna shoot this one.
Okay. That's a
I'm gonna
miss.
miss horribly, but that is fine. Cause I'm gonna use my actually no, I'm gonna say fuck.
Okay. It's goblin time. Mr. 1 hit point is gonna shoot at Miss 1 hit point.
Damn it.
And you're down. Sleepy
Now
shit.
I'm down.
Yes.
And this guy is gonna hop on top of this crate you've been leaning on and point towards you, Shelly, with an arrow in his hand and say, "Stringy," and take a shot. 11.
Okay, her AC is 11, but hold that thought a second. I can do a thing. I can do shield. I can cast shield as a reaction. Plus 5 to my AC.
It's big.
So that's what I'll do.
And as a shimmering barrier appears in front of Shelly, the arrow breaks into pieces and falls to the ground. Goblins are up, and this one's gonna crawl back kind of this way. And you see him saying, "I'm gonna call for help." You're up, Rose.
Yeah, he's gonna try and do that. Rose is gonna kind of sort of come around to the side of the campfire here, and just kind of stare at him from point blank range, and break out another from the list of things, sure to go not correct. And I'll ask for an intelligence save this time.
He looks at you, jaw agape, and then he falls over.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
And then as a bonus action, we are going to, where did it go? I don't know why it's not here. As a bonus action, I'm going to do a healing word. I don't know where it went.
Fantastic. Mara, you can take a turn.
I'll proc it here in a second.
She is gonna march right up to this one and take a swing at him.
Schlop.
Let's go.
And you hear a ba-doop, 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 as his head rolls across the floor. And with that, we're out of combat.
As that happens, she'll sort of say, she'll kind of like mumble,
That's what you get for calling her stringy.
I'm comparing her to a dog. Really, I mean, really rude.
Kind of sort of just gesture to like, I'm like, I think technically all of us are stringy except for you, but I kind of look over at Phoebe, who now is, I think, at about half health because I gave her 6 back. Like, hi, how's it going?
Really good shot.
Technically, it was 2 really good shots, I think. Freaking game is rigged.
Yeah, that was painful. Not a fan. Let's not do that again. I think there's more.
Oh, and I'm gonna kind of sort of like peek around the hallway there and be like, oh.
All right. Are you all going to proceed into this next area?
I just look back at Shelly, stabbing the ever-loving crap out of a dead goblin. And then I look at Rosa and Mara. Is she okay?
She did. You were gonna give her a couple more seconds here. She's got something she's got to work out, and
Okay.
then Mara will drag her back over here, and we'll get her back. Mostly in between her ears.
Oh, okay.
And then we literally, I'm kind of like, we're like watching the hand. It's like, I think you can go get her now.
It's been long enough. Yeah, she'll sort of go over and
Say, okay. He's again already dead, hun. Let's keep going.
Okay. I feel better now. And okay. Maybe we can still find BB. Yes. We should go now.
as they're walking, Mara's gonna say,
I don't think that I know you were doing your best, and that's great. I don't think they could have eaten BB because he's undead. He doesn't have flesh on him. You get it? You understand?
Oh, yes, very much so. I understand undead things very well. For no real reason. I just do. But they did not seem like very nice goblins, and I did not trust that they did not try to take and eat my dog.
Mara's like
Dog
really
is
taking deep
undead.
breaths.
Okay, you know what? I'm done asking questions. I think we have more goblins to go injure, and hopefully don't injure me. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's do that. I would like to slink ahead, but
I'll just sketch y'all onto the map, and then you can approach the
Yeah.
situation as you see fit. Making your way through this crevasse in the stonework ruin. You come to a stone overlook balcony, and beneath it, several fires and many goblins all toiling away, many grumbling, some singing with melancholic glee. You also hear louder grunts from other larger furred creatures that give off a "Keep working! We need to get this done faster!" The goblins just hup, and then others are this no fun.
Are they making like clubs or something?
Well, they seem to be stripping meat, stripping skin from meat. Notably, you also can see what appear to be multiple, one here, and then one as well to the right of it, just the corner of it you can see, perhaps the edge of some over here, troughs full of blood, with drains seem to be leaking down. And you see this goblin here kind of takes a big piece of meat and just kind of cuts a section open in it. It's pretty fresh. And blood and viscera spill into this trough.
Immediately Mara's gonna turn to Shelly and like just put a finger to her lips. Like give her a look like, don't you say anything.
Shelly will quietly nod, and she's doing one of these in the room, looking around for the dog, but she won't say anything. She'll just look for the dog.
You see, at the edge of your vision, this larger creature kind of kick one of the goblins. Says, "Work harder!" And the goblin gives it, meh. Meanwhile, this one seizes the opportunity to start moving off in this direction towards the stairway up towards where you are.
Okay.
But his path seems to lead away from you, and he doesn't seem to turn to face you at all.
Okay.
Kind of sort of look over at
How high is this
the
ball?
particular. Yeah.
The edge of the balcony is probably, I'd say, 3.5 feet high.
All right, I'm gonna actually scoot forward and crouch down. So
Yeah, enough to duck behind.
Yeah, how many of the... I kind of sort of start doing math with Mara, because I see, like, what, about a dozen? It's like, how many of these things can we take out before they rush up the stairs? Because I'm okay with the rushing up the stairs part. I can deal with that.
You also hear another, "Hey, when we get our turn." He says, "We get our turn to go downstairs later. Now we keep watching. I hate watching." You hear it call, "Hey, your job any better?" And a third voice grunts out, "No, it's bad up here too." "Yeah," says a fourth voice.
Mara's gonna turn back to Rose and say, I think there are a lot of them in here. Maybe we should see what else is around.
I kind of sort of motion to Phoebe, who I think can see better than I can, if there's anything else that she can see down this way, past the staircase.
I can't right now. However, because I'm low to the ground, I am gonna just scoot forward to here. Turn and just kind of motion back. Turn. Can't tell much, but I can tell that there's it's like it changes direction.
Kind of sort of look over. I'm like, okay, I don't think Mara and I can make that without being very talented.
Clanky.
Mm-hmm.
Input.
Could go back into the room and doff our armor.
You could do that.
That'd be hilariously obnoxious.
Yeah. So how long does that take again?
10 minutes.
Oh, like 10 minutes. Be practically taking a short. We might as well just take the short rest.
Like,
I mean, good. Then if we get into a fight, we're sort of fucked.
yeah. No, I mean, I can scoot forward.
We are. I mean, it would only drop my. It would only drop my AC 4. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would suck.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, these guys are not all that big. I can probably wipe them all out with my I can probably wipe them all out with my Divine Domain thing. My Channel Divinity thing. However, that's a one-time dealer. So that's more of the nuclear, quite literally, option.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just try and sneak. And if it doesn't work, then that's our backup.
Stealth ahead.
Yeah.
Just be quiet. So I want to try and scoot past the stairs. I'm assuming that's gonna be a stealth check.
Yes, please.
Yep. Where is that button? Thank goodness.
You said, I'm bringing a rogue, and I thought, that's very good. Very good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't believe
So the
that.
rogue didn't account. The rogue didn't account for the other 3 idiots.
That's fine.
17.
17.
So yeah, what I want to do is scoot up to the little wall after the stairs.
Go for it.
Okay, there is an entrance hall. Sweet.
Make a perception check, please.
Okie doke.
Okay. Something is
awesome.
annoying you, but you're not quite sure what it is. You're very focused on being quiet.
Okay, so that's a turn. Also a turn. Just want to. There. Still not seeing anything.
You might have to brave the corner.
No. I'm thinking of how I want to brave the corner. If just go right on the wall or walk under the lantern, walk under the torch. So let's not do that. Go around this wall. Oh, intriguing. Okay.
What you have been able to sight, I'll tell you, is at the end of these 2 are doors.
Wait. So at the end of each of these is a door?
Yep.
Okay.
So if you move straight in front of one of them, you'll see that the light will cut right off.
I want to see what I'm dealing with at the end of the hall. Oh, this keeps going. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go to this little spot then.
Now you can no longer escape it. A horrible smell just wafting from behind this door, and you hear a ha from within.
Alright, yeah, just get out of her. Okay.
And you also then hear a as one of the doors is opened, and a da-da-da-da-da. All of you who are here may want to take a step back as the goblin seems to be returning.
Oh, okay.
But he has no mind for you and returns to his work. You watch as this larger goblinoid rushes over towards him and says, "Did you take extra time in there?" He says, "No, I didn't have much to eat. It took me a while." He says, "That's how it works." And he turns and walks away.
I'm gonna scoot back here so I can see them. And kind of motion that, at least from what I can see, it's clear on where I am. And so, but I don't want to go all the way back and possibly bring attention to myself. Yeah, I'm basically like right up against that wall.
Okay. How are the rest of you going to proceed? I see there in chat is an idea with doing some fiery fun.
I'm okay with the whole try and make the stealth check to get over to BB idea, and if things go south, then we deal with things going south.
Tracy, we can't hear you.
All right. What exactly does Shelly have in mind? Like, just make the fire flare up?
So Shelly can cast Create Bonfire, and so what I was thinking was she could try and create bonfire right next to one of their pre-existing, and maybe make it seem like either theirs are flaring up or put hers in such a way so it actually burns one of them, and make him think that it's their own fire, maybe kind of just raging out of control. And if we can get them all focused elsewhere while we scoot by, so like maybe go after this one here, and if they all happen to turn and look that way, we can go the opposite, maybe without being seen. So yeah, she wants to try and make one of their bonfires look like it's flaring or raging out of control. And if we burn one of them in the process, cool.
I'd be down for that.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
So we're gonna need help. Stealthing.
The question in my mind is distraction before stealth check or as a countermeasure if it goes poorly.
No, I think it's a precursor to the stealth check.
All right.
Yeah.
Then how would you like to do that?
Comes sort of after, just
Shelly.
prepare to move after Shelly
60 feet.
drops the bonfire.
60 feet. Even if she has to move up, she's within plenty of range. Even if she has to sneak up to here and kind of look over, she'll cast it. Actually, oh, I see. I didn't move the map. You know what? Let's try and go for this one in the middle. She'll cast her Create Bonfire kind of right on top of this guy here, or right underneath his feet, in the hopes that he'll think that their own bonfire has sort of raged out of control. And like I said, if he takes damage in the meantime, cool. I'm okay with this.
So you'll poke your wand over the top of the thing here. He'll make a dex save.
DC 13.
Which he'll fail.
Cool.
As the
Cool.
bonfire manifests and the goblins react.
Oh boy.
As he takes his
Down if she can.
5 points of damage. Are you all going to start moving?
Yes.
Yeah. How are they responding?
Okay, I'll give you that first then. This guy goes, "Ah! Fire spread! Fire spread!" And he reaches behind him for the nearest object and grabs one of the pieces of meat and just starts whacking the fire with it. The meat then alights on fire. He says, "Ah! Fire spread!" And he tosses it back onto the table behind him. And as he starts to run away, the fire begins to spread to the other meat.
Gotta say, if that's a wooden table, he's an idiot.
Let's go.
the larger goblinoid rushes forward and says, "What's going on?" He just, "Fire! Ow!" as he runs away. This large guy is gonna try and grab him, and then he's like, "Put out the fire!" And the other guy grabs some meat and says, "Not with the meat, with your hands!" And the goblins are gonna look tentatively and then rush towards the fire. Roll me another bonfire, please.
Oh boy.
Can see the light of the flames go up. I'm gonna scoot back around the corner.
Okay.
Shoot, too.
Alright, well.
Shelly is currently trying to shove Mara and Rosie in the back. Like,
Go. Yeah. At this point, if they're distracted, we're gonna
Make
go
your
for
stealth
it.
checks at advantage, Advert.
Alright.
Okay. I was gonna add guidance to mine because, hilarity.
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Heavy armor or medium armor. So
No, I
this
just
is
said roll at
actually-
advantage. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
Roll at advantage regardless. Oh, that's
Yeah.
even more hilarious.
Good.
Should be it.
Good.
Hey, look at that.
Alright.
Alright.
You can all move past undetected, as you can hear the screams of pain from the goblins as they successfully put out the fire with their hands. And the larger creature says, "Good job! Keep going!" And they're gonna continue to kind of get beat up, but control the fire. You'll hear him shouting, "But the meat's ruined! You're going to pay for this!" And they say, "Please, Papa Bugbear, don't hurt us!" Before their voices fade off in the distance as you continue to move forward.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
so
boy.
create bonfire is concentration for a minute. Shelly's gonna wait until she's rounded the corner and out of the vicinity, and then she'll drop concentration in case she needs it for something else. But she's not gonna drop it until she's physically rounded this corner here.
Okay. You've rounded the corner. Your spell is dropped. Baby, I see moving ahead. How are the rest of you going to proceed? Prepare you to check out this room that smells like the behind of a goblin.
I was just say,
Really?
if anybody goes near it, Phoebe's like, "Don't do that! Don't do that!"
Is there like any kind of label on the door, or it just smells like death?
Yeah, so Goblin doesn't really have a written script so much, so they probably use common. So there's probably a sign on one of the doors, the closer of the two doors, that is written in script of maybe a 2-year-old. It says POO.
Mhm.
I would have gone with toilet, spelled wrong. That's okay.
Okay. That's great.
So y'all gonna pass right by that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need to. I don't think we
Unless
need to do an
there's, like,
investigation check on that.
I don't know if there's like any treasure in the poo room.
I don't care. It's not worth
even
it.
even if there was.
It's not worth it.
What a goblin considers treasure and what we consider treasure might be two very different things in the poo room. So yeah, I think.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
Down this set of stairs, you can see a set of double wooden doors which are closed, as well as a turn.
Wait, so at the oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I'm just gonna get up to actually. I'm gonna. Do I need to make a new stealth check to go across this thing? Actually, no, I want
no.
to stop in front of it. Never mind. Okay.
Your stealth has been clear so far.
We've got two options. Other hallway door.
I will say, at this point, make a perception check once again.
Do that?
2, you can do that. Say Phoebe and Mara. 2 closest.
Not advantage.
Y'all don't know shit.
Awesome. Yep. Yep, that is the truth.
We just
Totally
passed
don't.
it. Like, it's back behind us.
I've noticed that there are bricks, or there's stone. I've noticed that.
Mhm.
Yep. It's
Care to trade
very
those for
stony.
3 sheep?
Ha!
Yeah, door or hall. Those are our options.
Indeed they are.
Everyone knows you don't do rock for sheep in the mid game. Come on, guys.
Somebody's gotta make
Actually,
the
I'm
call.
gonna scoot up to the door and just put an ear to it.
Okay. Make a perception check.
This will be awesome.
You're
Oh my god,
there you
double
go.
digits!
Alright, now, with a focus in mind, you are able to discern there's a sound from beyond the door,
Up, and I just kind of scoot by the corner. Something's asleep in there.
Does it
Like, is
sound
it-
like a dog?
No!
Does it sound bigger than a dog?
Yeah!
Alright, let's leave it asleep. Rose is gonna peek around and sort of... Is it still fairly light in here? Like, I know I can see some of the torches, but...
You can see okay. It is kind of a dark space, but I will note that at this point there's nothing to help but for all of you to hear the sound of clinking footsteps of metal of clink clunk clunk clink clunk coming from the hall ahead of you. Multiples. And you can see the silhouette of several figures lit by a torch down the hall, approaching your direction directly. What are you going to do?
I kind of sort of look over at Phoebe and go into the sleeping man's room? Question mark?
Yeah, if we can just keep quiet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I'm do that.
Lightly put... Is the door actually unlocked, or...
It is, and you can
Okay.
quietly
I just wanna-
open it.
Does it open in or out?
Opens in.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna basically keep myself right up against the door as I push it open.
Okay. I'm not going to have you
Using
roll
the door
for
as cover.
silence. You've been quiet enough. As you push that open, you can, of course, see the sleeping denizen. One of these bigger, furry guys, referred to as a bugbear by one of the goblins. You also can
Right.
see another door, a single door, that sits open within this room, and you can hear from the other side of it a...
Well, Mara looks down the hall, and the figures are still coming at us, so she's gonna kind of shoo everybody in.
Yep, just gonna scoot in. And these, I'm pointing my screen instead of using my, these boxes,
Mm-hmm.
are they all clustered together, or is there any kind of space between them?
Well,
They're all clustered together?
You're all, none of y'all are super big folk. You could probably squeeze.
I want to try and squeak in
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
use them as cover.
You fit in the boxes.
Yeah, just using them for a little bit of cover. Or a lot of bit of cover.
Alrighty. Hiding.
Brian.
The sound from the other room.
Mm-hmm.
You said it sounds like somebody grumbling.
Grumbling indeed, and Mara, having shifted over, can just barely see the figure which seems to be the source of that grumbling. Mara can also hear the oncoming clunk, clunk, clunk entering that room, and another figure of similar high stature, similar goblinoid-ish appearance, but heavier armor, meet with the other and extend a hand. The one who has arrived says, "Ah, Borak, good to see you." The first one says, "Makir, Have you gotten the ogres involved? He says, yes, indeed. They will be here very soon. They're on their way. We also have another dozen coming from the east. We're all putting things together now. Says, ha ha, good. Soon the plans of our masters will come together, and that little town will be a victim. They both look to their map, grumbling.
Was Mara the only one who could hear that?
I'll say that all of you could hear that. They're loud. But Mara's the only one who has a visual line of sight on them and can see them pointing to a map, and the one who's been here presently speaks up again and says, did you tell them where to come all right? You know that those idiots from the east can get lost pretty easy. You remember the time when we tried to have them navigate our way down a river? We ended up in the swamps. Says, yeah, I told him. Come to the old fort between the dales. They'll get here. All right, okay. They'll see the towers and they'll come right in. Did you tell them to come to the basement? Yeah. Okay, they should be able to figure it out then. At this point, they quiet down, or mostly seem to start actually. You can hear the scribbling of quills on parchment. Strange sound to hear from a goblinoid creature as they approach several desks.
I think at that, Mara's gonna try and make eye contact with the rest of the three and kind of say we should get out of here.
I'm gonna start sneaking out of this room. I just want to. So, getting outside, I'm just trying to make sure the clanking sound we heard was actually going into that other room.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was putting two and two together.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so I figure we start heading out of this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skedaddling, but quietly.
Let's get a fresh set of stealth rolls.
Oh no. No advantage or anything.
Crap.
Crap.
What's that?
Better than Shelly.
Well, let's get that roll, Jake, please.
Yeah, working on it.
I need to know
I can't
how
tell.
bad this is.
I can't.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
It's not that bad. Everyone calm down.
Meanwhile, Rose is just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all
Quiet.
start to make your way out of the room.
Everyone calm down.
And Mara and Shelly, the two of you kind of trip over one another and make a ba-bang into Mara's armor, and you hear a from the guy in the room who seems to be getting up. What are you going to all do?
Run?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, book it.
Yeah. Let's hit it.
This is why I took mobile.
Start running. Everybody take 30 feet.
No, I can take 40. I have mobile.
Very good.
Oh, take 20.
25.
That for me is 30. If I was behind.
Okay.
I think
Mara,
so.
Shelly, take your moves.
Do I also get 30?
No, I'm sorry.
Damn it. I have little legs, okay?
You can all take another movement as you hear a, who made that sound?
Go, 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 go.
Oh, I hate having to stop right there.
As you approach the direction this way, Phoebe, you begin to hear a hum-de-hum-de-hum. Gotta go out my bum.
Did we close this door behind us as we left? Or did
You
we
may have,
open?
but it is swung open as this creature continues to pursue the direction of the sound.
Okay.
Shelly, I don't know that you took another set of movement.
I had not yet.
Okay,
No, because
go
I was
for it.
going to do a thing if that door were still closed.
It is not. He's coming.
Alright. While everybody else is making their way down the hall, Shelly's gonna stop, turn around,
God.
and cast Create Bonfire right under his feet.
Okay.
He wasn't gonna call for backup then.
I would have done it on the door, but that's why I was asking if we happen to close it. I would have done it on the door itself and tried to keep him in the room, but he came out too fast, so...
You took your movement before his token moved through the door, so if you want that on the door, I'm gonna give that to you. I gave you
if
your
we'd had
movement
time to
before
use that door,
Yep.
she would have cast it on the door, hoping to light the door on fire, or to at least scare him enough to keep him on the other side
Perfect.
while we tried to
You got it.
out of here.
The door catches fire, and you hear a, "What the? Those idiots! Not again!" But you have the looming threat of another voice coming from around the corner. Everyone else can take movement. Phoebe, you have to decide, having point, what to do.
Okay. I actually want to let them get in front of me because I'm gonna dump my ball bearings down the hall.
Okay.
But I need them in front of me.
I don't know if I can get in front of you.
I may, like, if you get close, I'll just scoot ahead of you because,
Okay.
again, I still have a lot of movement, so.
Alrighty.
Actually, what I can do is if I can scoot up to...
Ball bearings are going down behind us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you ahead of me.
Right. Well, Mara,
No
started
problem.
right,
You can toss him past Mara as Mara catches up to you. I'll scoot her up here.
Yeah, that's my plan, is just dump, not all 1,000 of them, let's
100?
say, 100.
Okay.
Let's go with 100 of them, so nice handful.
1,000. 1,000 might be unnecessary. That might make more noise than it's worth.
From right around
Well,
this
also
corner,
then I don't have ball bearings to do it again.
you hear a voice that says, "What was that sound? Huh?" What are you going to do?
We have to go inside.
Oh no, I say we just wreck this fool.
Seeing that I am incredibly, I probably can't take another hit. I am gonna. Well, also because I would have gotten out of the way, I'd be standing in the doorway,
Okay. You going in?
so you guys can get ahead of me. Not going in. I'm standing in the little hallway.
Okay.
Mara's gonna pinch her nose and also be in the little hallway.
Okay.
Because I can.
That's all of the people that can fit in that hallway. This person will discover you if you do not move. If you do not take cover in that room.
Oh,
No, well,
Right.
I mean,
Okay, let's go inside the room.
cover.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I can't even actually see the room because it's being blocked. So
Now you can.
okay.
Oh.
Is it big enough that we all can fit in there? Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's not a
Closing-
toilet, it's just the floor.
Yeah,
Uh,
close.
Closing the
To
door
wash
behind you,
everything
you
I've
hear
ever
a-
owned.
Huh. What are these? I would also note that amongst the largest pile, you all see what appears to be a glowing, glittering silver object, somewhat circular.
I'm not touching it.
Is anyone's
don't know.
curiosity piqued enough?
It's kind of is, but it's so gross.
Me as a person, absolutely yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide
Yeah.
if Mara's is.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if Phoebe is that.
Sue?
that
Jake?
greedy. And no.
I'm sorry, I heard a silver something in
Silver,
laughter.
circular, pretty large, kind of like yay big.
Yay big. So what'd you call it? Shelly used all of the water in her water skin to wash her hands already. If anyone else has any water in their water skins that we could pour on this thing to try and clean it off to see if it's worth picking up, that's an option.
Rose is ready to just like
Skin.
murder the next thing that opens that
Yeah,
door.
no,
so
I hold up my water skin of if anybody else wants to.
What do you think,
Yeah, I don't
Shelly?
think Mara would do it.
It's on the
Nope.
ground.
It is on
Yeah.
the ground in the midst
In
of
a
the pile,
pile of.
but it glitters through the goo.
Interesting.
Can put that back in my belt.
Something
Who's
I would say.
closest to it?
Well, physically,
You.
you and Mara. Rose, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check?
Yeah, it seems like a you thing here.
Oh, hang on here. Is this the right thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
An object of that kind of silvery should probably be very tarnished and messed up, like the metal of it, by the acids of legal matter. It seems
Right.
stainless.
How far away is it from me?
Yeah, it's right in the middle here.
Does this help me at all? No. What's the cantrip that changes the smell? Is that the druid one?
Sounds like a druid one. I'm gonna give
Druid
you
crafting, that's
20 seconds
Don't
to
have that.
choose if you're gonna go pick up the thing.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself in case I need to make some kind of a puke check, and I will very carefully, as to not step and make sound, go over and attempt to investigate the odd shiny thing.
It is a shiny thing. You'll have to pick it up to investigate it.
I can pick it up. That's not a problem.
Pick it up. It appears to be some kind of tiara or headpiece.
Interesting. Okay. I am gonna take Shelly's the idea of water skin, and I'm gonna brush it, kind of sort of clean off
As you reach for your
as
water
best I
skin,
can.
all of you hear a "Must be nothing. Time for poo" from the other side of this door.
That door?
Yep.
I'm gonna scoot out the other one then.
Okay.
And tweak around.
So they're trying to come in from this door.
Yeah.
Is that the only door?
There's
No,
two
there's
doors.
two. I went up
There's
one.
two.
Oh,
Yeah. Do we have time for all of us to scoot out the other door?
Maybe just barely.
All right, let's do it. Mara's gonna scurry through and take a breath now that we're out of the poo room.
One door opens, the other closes, and you hear a satisfied sound from within.
Ugh.
It seems as if you have skirted danger.
Let's go.
one more stealth check, low, and back out of this disaster.
Yeah. If you are Rose or Phoebe, you don't need to reroll unless you want to.
No.
Because you succeeded on the last one. No.
I don't want to
Okay, Shelly makes some noise unless Mara can save the roll.
Let's find out.
Nope. Alright. Y'all start moving past this stairway. Go ahead and take your movements.
Doo-doo. Everything's fine.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and as we get closer to this room, I duck back down, so I'm at.
Okay. But nonetheless, the sound of clinking and clanking is enough to alert those within, and you hear a... Wait, what's that? I think I see intruders! And the bugbears and goblins begin to converge as you all rush to escape. You have a head start. Are any of you interested in fighting the many enemies, or are you booking it?
I'm booking it.
I'm definitely gonna take the head start because I'm slow.
Rose is going to linger at that position for another half turn, and I'm going to hold an action.
Okay. This bloody guy is
If
the
it
first
seems
one up the stairs. Go ahead, Shelly.
If it seems like everyone is about to run, Shelly will use that pocket watch. The one-a-day cool pocket watch thing.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to take Phoebe. I'm going to take Mara. I'm going to take Shelly out of here. Jake, what did you want to give this, this fool?
I don't know how many.
You're gonna get overrun if you stick around to do your thing.
No, I know. I'm gonna fire it off right now and then book it.
Okay. Let's see it.
So this is me just being a dick. No, not that. The other one. Where's the other one? Ah, here it is.
10 points. This guy gets blasted into nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
You hear several other wails from goblins behind you, and you're taken off.
Oh yeah. That was a set it and forget it kind of a.
You all flee down this tunnel from what you now believe to be the old fort ruins, back towards the goblin cave.
It should be more than 10 damage, shouldn't it? It says it's 2d10 plus your cleric level. It rolled the 2d10. I don't see your cleric level.
As at this point,
Yeah, it won't proc the level.
You are all going to continue your flight. The goblins lazily making their way after you, mostly caught up in the distractions of one another. You will be able to flee. But your presence was definitely detected.
Oh boy.
Oh, crap.
I mean, that was sort of... There was no way we weren't gonna get detected.
Yeah.
I actually think that went rather well.
I mean, all things considered, yes.
The time that it took you to traverse to and from the fort via this tunnel was a decent length of time. And so by the time you are re-entering Dalefen, the sun is setting.
Oh.
I have lingered in the water as we were leaving the cave just to kind of get the stench off.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Yeah, what's up with the tiara?
I don't know yet. I was actually going to top off BB from dying. Just on the way out at some point.
Thanks!
Hey. You're welcome. Yeah, baths
With time,
seem nice.
And cleaning, you'll be able to understand this item as...
Oh! Oh, how hilarious.
Okay.
That's actually really interesting for two of us.
Well, Mara's gonna go up to the sheriff. That I guess we can see, just like in the square.
You're right. I left him right there. But he would be heading inside the town.
Okay. She's gonna try and like call out to him, and take it to a trot.
You want Shelly to go for him? Since she's good at that sort of thing.
Oh God.
I was to say, if Phoebe is following, he's going with Mara.
Why don't we expedite this to a simple matter of you all entering the town hall?
Yeah. Because it seems that this information is pretty important.
Yeah.
She'll go up to the sheriff and say, sir, we may have some information that you want to know about.
Oh, you would? Here. I was just going to meet with Rodrigo and the mayor. Come. Tell us all.
Oh boy, a meeting.
It's a meeting.
Damn it. Yeah, Mara's gonna sort of stand around with all of these guys and say, we may have good reason to investigate those old fort ruins up in the north. We think that there are some goblins and bugbears, I suppose, and some other fellas that are planning something against the city.
Bugbears, goblins, more than we fought in the cave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they say they have ogres.
Yeah.
That's trouble. To be honest, I don't know if the town guard could fight against a single ogre. Do you know what they want with the town?
I
They
just want to
didn't
stack
say.
it.
Oh.
But if they have
Wonderful.
anything to do with those runes we saw and the dagger in that poor fella back there at the general store, then I don't know if magic is involved. But it's a possibility.
This is unfortunate, Rodrigo says. That is this man. It seems I will need to release the service of several of your town guards. This seems, in my mind, actually a more pressing matter than our supplies. If I may, says the elven woman sitting on the bench to all of your right. She steps up. A rider passed through this morning from my clan. They will be here within several days. We are great in number and in arms. If this massing of monsters is a threat to your town, we might aid in your battle against them. The mayor will nod and say, "That would be most graciously appreciated, Ambassador. Is there anything all of you believe you could do, mercenaries, before this time comes to subdue this goblin threat?"
Kind of sort of looking around going, well, they're not in the cave anymore. They have a cave between, we think, the ruins and the original cave. So aside from having a handful of people just sit there and guard that hole in the ground, no, not really.
Maybe we could set up some traps. I think they know that we were there, unfortunately, but if they plan on coming from the cave side or just straight from the ruins, then maybe we could have something ready.
Could we collapse in portions of the tunnel so they can't come from the cave?
Audrey, I cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can we collapse in the cave? At least some of it? It would cut off one route they're coming from.
And the sheriff will say, "And how exactly do you suggest that? Collapsing a cave tunnel?" Rodrigo, the manager of transportation in the town, will say, I think I might have some people that could do something like that if that's what needs to happen. The mayor will say, all right. Rodrigo, make your preparations. Sheriff, prepare the guard detail to escort them. All of you, good work. Rest for the night. And tomorrow we will make additional preparations, and Turaklir, we will hope that your people arrive as soon as possible. All in attendance will nod. Is there anything any of the rest of you would contribute to this discussion?
Shelly's gonna stand up and look around at everyone, and say, BB wasn't there. The dog that we found wasn't there, and I don't know if he left or if someone took him. But if you find a dog, he is my dog. And please bring him back, or tell me where he is, and I will go get him. He doesn't have a collar yet, but he will.
The elven woman will turn to you, Shelly, and say, young one, you must understand that there is a time to be concerned with little pets, and a time to be concerned with the comings of war. This is the time for the latter.
Shelly looks her right in the eye with all the seriousness of 1,000 years and says, I made a promise to him that I would come back, and I did, and he was gone. I keep my promises. That is how I was taught. So that is as important to me as anything else.
Rodrigo will approach you and take a knee and hold his hand out towards you, Shelly, say, may I make a promise to you? I will inform my men of the existence of this up that you are looking for, and if they find one, we will bring it back for you.
You will know him when you see him. He is a very, very dead dog. You will know him as soon as you see him, but your men might be afraid. But tell them not to be afraid, but you will know him when you see him.
A dead dog. I believe I understand. And he nods with a smile. Stands and says, let's get moving, everyone. The sheriff gives a ha, and I'll begin to walk away.
As we're leaving, Mara's gonna like chat with Rose a little bit and kind of wonder if it's worth checking out the fort, because we were in the basement. And so we don't know what's going on in like the fort proper, if that's like abandoned or if there's like more stuff there.
It's not the worst idea, scouting mission of some kind.
Yeah. Although we may not be the best at scouting, as we just learned.
No. I mean, it's more of relative than anything else. I mean, we already kind of sort of vaguely know the numbers we're up against. I don't think it's worth trying to pick off a small group of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it might help knowing maybe exactly what the numbers we're up against if we can figure that out.
So
Yeah.
Be good to know what they have in the way of. They obviously have some kind of magic. There was a dog raised from the dead, and they're collecting a whole lot of blood. And don't think that's just for aesthetic purposes.
Yeah.
Don't know a lot about magic, only some stories, but seems like this is beyond just goblins with bows.
Yeah, we knew that kind of ahead of time. I kind of sort of, glance around. Did we recognize the actual, either the animals or the meat that they had in there?
Make a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Hey.
It seemed to be comprised mostly of wild animals, hunted likely, but there may have been some humanoid bodies in there as well.
Okay. But they were definitely saving the blood. That was a very clear
Yes.
thing. Okay. Might be something more for the sheriff, or Dirk, if he were here. How prominent is blood magic now on the Verdant continent?
Not well known to be prominent, but it is certainly something to fear. It is something of legend. It is known as tool of the former regime of this continent, of prior to the Virgin Empire's founding, and those who will come afterwards who attempt to follow in their footsteps, such as Dirk has railed upon many times.
Gotcha. I kind of sort of, in a more cheerful tone, kind of sort of go. All right, so everyone raise your hand. How many people here killed an ogre?
Shelly half raises her hand. Well, we did kill that minotaur, and they are big like ogres. And minotaurs, I think, are tougher than ogres, maybe, or they are the same, but we did take that minotaur.
That is true.
I'm going to allow that. I don't know the difference between minotaurs and ogres as far as, ridiculous killing machines, but it's not wrong.
Maybe we should get some rest first. We can talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have questions, I'm sure, for the sheriff and the mayor. Still have to talk to the mayor. We'll do that later.
More meetings.
Meetings. As long as they're brief, they're fine. The one that I have to deal with is not brief. There's going to be a lot of yelling.
You all make your way out of the town hall, into the square. Night is almost completely upon you now. The light is low in the sky. You can see the moon beginning to rise. And just as you're beginning to walk across the square, you hear the doors of the town hall burst open once again as a guard rushes out and says, "Help! Attackers in the town hall! Come now! I think they're dark elves!"
Well, we
Yeah.
run back inside.
Yeah.
He turns back around.
All right.
Yep,
That
back
was,
she goes.
As we're running inside, wherever the nearest guards are, Mara's gonna shout out to them for not everybody to rush in case this is a distraction.
Okay.
It's fair to say more than an hour has passed, correct, since we left the underground caves?
Yes.
Okay, then my temp hit points are gone. That's fine. I just want to fix it just before anything bad happens.
You got it.
Okay, there we go.
Proceed at will.
Quick question about
Running
these
in.
seats. Yeah, I was gonna run in, but I just want to know if they're solid pieces of wood or if there's spots underneath them.
There are small sections beneath them, but they are pretty solid.
Okay. Yes, I'm trying to figure out what to hide under and around.
The two in the back engage them. I don't know what they're doing.
Are there other exits out of here?
There's one door in the back.
Isn't that the
Yeah,
mayor's
so-
office?
I assume that was the door I was running towards, was the mayor's office,
That's
which I
right.
thought was
Yep.
one of these back here.
I want to kick it open. I'm Dirk this episode.
Beautiful. The door is kicked open.
Oh, there's another door.
You hear a sound of clanging metal around this corner.
Alright. I'm a sword. And
As you wrap the corner, what you see is the dark elf that you saw leading the group on the road. He is holding this guard with his knives to his neck, and he looks up, seeing you, Mara, rush around the corner, and says to you in Elvish, "Blood for blood!" and slits the man's neck and flights out the door behind him.
Ah, shit. She's gonna try and run after him.
Actually gonna also run, because I can go fast.
She's probably faster than I am.
Yeah.
Is this lead outside too?
It leads outside into the mayor's woods. Pursuing, you all find yourself here.
Oh.
I'm gonna just bolt ahead.
Your pursuer is here, rushing ahead, and in the distance of the grove, you can see the mayor tied and hung over the shoulder of one of the dark elves as they flee. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Yeah, and Shelly's gonna yell something back in Elvish.
I'm taking you back to your starting position. We need initiative,
No,
everybody.
that's fine.
I also didn't understand what he said because I don't speak Elvish.
Correct.
Shelly understands.
He said
Also do not speak Elvish.
Later. Alright.
Phoebe, you went first.
I am gonna run right up behind him.
Okay.
Hi!
His back is turned to you. He is running.
Stab him in the back.
Okay. Hit.
And I don't get sneak attack on that.
Nope.
It's just fine. 7 is still.
It's a hit. He gives up. Ah! As you cut into his cloak. Shelly?
Hi.
Alright, here, I'm trying to see. So there's this guy here who just killed the guard and ran.
Yep.
And then there's more ahead of him.
Indeed.
Alright, you know what, here. She's gonna go to here. And she's gonna call out in Elvish at the top of her lungs. You said you didn't kill people, that you just stole things. Now you just killed someone. You are now bad elves. And it's nothing personal, but now you have to pay for being bad elves. And she's gonna try and do Toll the Dead on the one that Phoebe just ran up and took a swing at.
Fail?
DC 13, only 2 necrotic for the D12, but that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Alright,
He'll
yep, that's
give a
it.
quick response and say, again, in Elvish, this time, an eye for an eye was given. Mara, you're up.
Alright. She does not have the movement, so she's gonna take a shot at him.
Okay.
And as she's like lifting her crossbow, she's like, "Well, I'm real sorry that I sort of accidentally killed one of your buddies, but we're not gonna let you take the mayor."
Oh. And that bolt flies over his shoulder and into the tree line. Rose.
Rose is going to kind of sort of jog up, go over here. Let's see if this guy's smart.
Save on the leader here?
Yeah. Intelligence.
Fail. He is bloody.
5 damage, and his next saving throw has negative D4.
You got it. The Dark Elves are up. Those ahead are going to sprint at high speed away and through the woods.
Shit.
And he is going to attempt to flee as well, triggering an attack of opportunity from Phoebe.
No.
Oof.
9. Okay. 25. He's tailing. He's going to use his action to dash. And his cunning action to dash.
It's a little faster.
Your enemies are all off of the map. Move along the map out of initiative. But the crisis of this situation is still very much present.
They went this way. I can trail them. I'm fast.
I'm gonna let Phoebe take point on tracking, offering guidance when I can, but I know she's faster than me.
Okay.
The pocket.
Yeah, I mean, because because I was technically next in initiative, I can go using my cunning action. I can go a total of 120.
Okay.
I need to, so I could catch up with them.
Everybody move. Just need you to physically follow their trail.
Yeah, no, that's
Shelly.
fine. Is because I could easily keep up with them.
30,
So I can get
30.
I can right there.
My dash only gets me to there.
No worries. I'm going to clump you up and we're moving as a party again.
That's fine.
Through the town. The mayor was kidnapped from the town hall. Then you followed into the mayor's wood behind it. Then turned and headed in this direction. You find yourself now outside of the warehouse. Here. And you can see, just around the far corner, the Dark Elf, as he turns and disappears around the profile of the building. We are out of initiative once again. Please move at your will.
You went around the north corner, is that what we're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm running after him.
Go ahead.
Okay, there we go. Because I couldn't see the edge. I was like,
You're good.
where am I going?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Shelly sees him again and she's within 60 feet, she's gonna try and toll the dead on him again.
Okay.
So
If
I
she
would,
can
I would
get
actually
inch.
dash up just to make sure that I could keep up with them.
So he continued back behind the building.
Correct.
So he
All
went
right,
around
there's
this
a-
corner, right?
He was past this large warehouse door.
Oh, this is the door that we're basically in front of?
Yep, that door is the
Yeah, but
primary
he
entrance.
turned after it, right?
Yep, he
Not
turned
going
around here.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna keep.
Okay. Another 25 feet I can get to there.
Are there any windows around here?
Nope, not that you can see.
Okay. No, I just want to make sure he wasn't like climbing into windows. Aha! Sometimes my questions are answered after I check the corner.
Maybe some of us should have tried to cut him off.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
You have a clear
If,
view
like-
now to the north and western directions. He could not have fled straight away from you.
Okay.
What you see
Thanks,
now
Ewan.
is a decline that seems to lead down into a lower level of the warehouse. Above it, there are windows that look out over it, but that large warehouse door appears closed from this direction. Continue at will.
So this door you said is closed. These are windows overlooking.
Those are windows from the upper floor looking down on what is a lower garage entrance.
Okay, well I want to peek into those windows and see if I can see them.
Okay, so looking up through those windows, you see nothing. They're like, I would say like a
they're-
good 10 feet above you.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
that would
okay.
take some real acrobatics, and the windows look undisturbed.
Okay, that's it. No, I was actually gonna try and see if I could see down. I didn't want to see if not in them. I wanted to see what's going on inside them. That's fine. Okay, you said there was a lower entrance, but we can't see that entrance yet?
You can see it. It is a large garage door. It is closed, and you see a closed lock on it.
Oh, a lock? That's adorable.
Big, thick padlock. Locking the whole thing down. You couldn't have gone this way.
Oh, maybe he went around this corner.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no ladders, no nothing that he could have actually climbed up to the roof, let's say, or...
Correct.
Alright.
Yeah, I just want to turn the corner.
Ahead of you see several workmen. Seeing your haste, all of you, they kind of look with surprise like, hey, what's going on?
Did you see somebody running through here?
No, just you.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah, please do.
Is he the only workman? Just this
There's
one guy,
two of
or
them
there's
here.
other?
And as dark as it is, they seem to be just kind of taking a break from probably an evening shift.
Shelly would know if there were an elven phrase that she could say to another elf that would be the biggest insult you could ever give. Like your mother was actually a half-orc or something. If there's some sort of elven insult, she could say to them in Elvish and see if she gets a reaction.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go with something like that. Like, your mother was an ugly half-orc. You're not even a real elf.
You essentially call them race traitors. And these two men look very confused.
Okay.
And that insight check doesn't really read into much of anything.
Okay.
Well. Well, poof. Mara will go up to these guys and say, can we take a look around the warehouse, please?
It's a free town. Go where you wish.
All right.
Specifically around these doors over here, one of the guys we were following was bleeding rather heavily. Do I see any blood trail?
Survival check.
Particularly around the door.
Yes, you can. Either roll as well or give advantage.
What's your survival like?
I think it's +3, just wisdom.
Oh, so is mine. Yeah. Just do advantage.
That's fine. Advantage.
Nice.
You find nothing around this large door, but I'll allow your check to maintain if you're continuing to search.
Well, part of me wants to figure out if I want to backtrack or if I want to keep going, particularly to where those guys were standing. But yeah, I'll continue this way.
All right. Searching around the guys, they seem very confused, and you see no signs of tracks or injury.
I actually do want to backtrack.
I would just go as far as I think this corner, and if I don't see anything, I would go back almost to the front door.
You do not see anything.
Yeah, that's where I want to backtrack to.
Yeah. And
ding, ding,
now
ding,
I'm
ding,
also
ding.
like, where we go?
You got something, Rose.
Ooh.
On this corner?
On this corner.
Where are you?
Huh?
Right here.
Yeah.
Bring everybody. There is a bloody handprint that wraps around this corner. And then another one on this wall.
Any chance
And that's it?
Disturbed at all? Like there could be a trapdoor or a secret entrance? Does the ground look disturbed?
The ground does not look necessarily disturbed, but I would like
How
an
high up-
investigation check if anyone wants to find anything more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either up or down. He either went up,
Yeah,
down
no, I wanted
somewhere.
to know how high up on the wall the handprint was.
It's about okay.
Damn.
Boom, boom. Very good. It is about shoulder height. And what I would note that the two of you together now discover is a crease in the wall right here. A crease in the stonework.
Hi.
All right. Is there a? Can I press right where the handprint is?
The handprint seems to kind of fold into the crease a little bit. And you press to no avail. You do find either side of what appears to be a stone doorway that is disguised within the wall.
So we had to kind of sort of shoulder the door.
I actually just want to run my hand along the crease to see if there's any kind of catch or something.
You run your hand along the crease. It doesn't get deep. This crack is very slim.
Okay.
Is this a like a wall sconce type thing?
That is
here?
a lantern.
Okay. Hmm.
Does the lantern look like it could be moved or turned or
With those
shifted?
checks, I will say no, it does not.
Does one of us want to go inside and see if there's anything on the other side? If it goes straight in, or if it like leads to a?
I say we can't get it open from this side. Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he knocked on it.
But I kind of sort of want to see if Mara just wants to just shoulder this damn thing and.
I mean,
So it looks like there's a
little bleeding elf man. Little bleeding elf man can get through this. I'm assuming Mara can,
For the sake of brevity, Mara and Rose can give a combined shoulder heave. The door will not budge.
Yeah.
Somebody on the
Bastards,
other
lock
side
figured.
opened it.
Yeah. Maybe let's go
Okay.
inside and see what it looks like from the other side,
Okay.
or just see if we see anything inside. This one is locked. I guess we have to go in
No,
the
let's
front.
not go. Yeah, we'll go in through the front door.
Oh, I mean, it's not like
Rose
locked.
starts doing some basic geometry of the building from the outside. Because if there's a false wall somewhere, then that should look fairly awkward to her.
Indeed.
Head in.
There's a so the way it comes to a point, the wall, but there's like a thin, almost looks like a slit in the wall where the two walls don't connect. Am I understanding right?
That's right.
Shelly's gonna take out her dagger and reach up as far as she can and bring her dagger, the blade of the dagger, down through that slit
Mm-hmm.
and just see if it anything or gets caught on anything.
You hear a click, click, and the door slides inwards a little bit.
Well,
I feel like we would probably hurt that.
Yeah. Yeah, Shelly would have called out. Yeah, Shelly would have called out. It takes an elf to know an elf, I think, and I think I figured it out.
I look at the door sliding open.
You all hear a
You did.
and feel a reverberation in the ground.
What was
how
that?
did we not feel that when we were chasing after him?
It didn't come from the door.
Oh,
Oh.
the door made the scraping sound. This is something new and exciting. Because I just want to see the door. Now, did the door swing or slide?
It
When she was
pushes
able.
in,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
and now that the lever has been tripped, it can easily push in.
Okay.
so that one can circumvent around it and enter.
Yeah.
If you
I was
dare.
gonna.
I mean,
let me take.
I mean, I think we dare.
I think we dare.
Yeah, I'm daring.
Just a matter of how.
Wait.
Just a matter of how much spike trap damage we take when we open the door. I mean, that's how that works.
I could take it out.
Okay. Here you are.
And so we're in.
Is there more blood on the wall?
Not so obviously. You are in a stone corridor which descends, moving down at a smooth slope.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna start moving down.
Okay. Oh. Guess we gotta just go for it.
It turns at the end of the hall.
Are there any lights down here at all?
It is dark entirely.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, problem solved.
You're lighting your shield.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, you know what? They're not gonna like it that much either, so fuck them.
Well, it also works out if you're behind me. I get dim
Yeah.
light off of it. All right. So turn the corner, and
And you've hooked a corner, and you now come to what is another stone door. You can see an obvious lever and metal locking mechanism on this side that could similarly be triggered.
Stay a little far behind.
You guys might want to.
As soon as you trigger it, and the door begins to open, you also begin to hear voices coming from the far side speaking. You see the bottom floor of the warehouse. A stone floor and a small wooden balcony that overlooks it. You can see what is a large hole in the ground that has caved in upon itself. You can see Rodrigo, the man that you saw in the town hall, standing with his hands on his hips, shaking his head. This is a disaster. And a number of other individuals surrounding him who appear to be armed, hand crossbows in hand. But as soon as that door slides open, they all look directly up towards you, aware of your presence. And Rodrigo's gonna call out and say, "Barricade my office! They found us."
Oh,
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
that little shit.
Didn't I tell you I thought he was a dick? Didn't I tell you I thought he was a dick?
Oh, that's just lovely.
Wait.
I specifically remember not liking him. I didn't know why.
Now he's got Shelly on his ass.
Welcome to the worst
He made a promise he
initiative
didn't
ever.
keep it. Here, wait a
No.
minute.
That's I think it's very nice that all of us rolled almost the exact same number.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we did.
We are all clerics today, and I'm always proud of you.
I clicked my token.
Great. The thugs are all better than all of us.
Hey.
Hey, I at least have a +2 to my initiative this time, so it's not a dumpster fire that my previous character was.
Who's not in initiative?
I clicked my token, but it's saying I didn't.
Okay, I got you.
So if you're missing Shelly, she got an 8 like everybody else.
Into the turn order. 8. Descending. And we need dex mods to break all these ties. Shelly, what's your dex mod?
1, I think.
Yeah,
One.
it's 1.
Just
Okay.
a 1.
Rose?
I'm strangely at a +2.
Okay. You're at a +2. Phoebe, you're at a +3. I take it.
Jeez.
Yeah, that should go that way. Alrighty. The thugs are going to act first, And in response to your arrival, they are going to move to this position and aim their crossbows towards the door, and one of them is going to shoot.
Hey, this doesn't suck.
The other one's going to shoot.
Still doesn't suck.
And these other fellows that are around the flanks are going to start moving away.
Cowards.
Rodrigo has the highest dex mod here, and he is going to, at great speed, evacuate in this direction. Phoebe, you're up.
Yeah, how far's the drop from the balcony?
5 feet. It's not bad.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go run after Rodrigo.
Okay.
So drop down, and let's see. So that would have been 30. So that would put me there on my move. Okay. And he went over this way.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Running past all these guys.
Yep.
Okay, you're taking 2 attacks of opportunity no matter which way you slice it.
Yes.
These guys have weapons at the ready. They had crossbows out, so it's going to be crossbow shots at disadvantage as you move by. Miss.
Bye, boys. Cool. That was, so I did my move, dash, and I can dash again.
Okay.
And I just I now have my rapier like right behind him.
Okay. Rose, you're up.
Okay.
The rogue is gone.
That's fine. I'm like, come around the hallway and be like,
Peeky right now.
son of a. You said these 2 guys. That was 10. I don't think I can get all the way to them, which sucks. That's fine. I'm just gonna drop down here. These are the only 2 guys that I see.
Yeah. Let me expand your vision range a little bit to account for the fairly open room here. And your party member that's ahead. Let me go double this. And double this.
And who has...
Because there are a lot of dudes in here.
There are a lot of dudes in there. Okay, fine. Well, let's... I'm going to... Well, actually, before I drop down, is there any cover along this railing up here, or is it just...
It is the railing. There is no cover.
There's no cover? Alright, that's fine. So I'm going to drop down. That was 20. I'm going to move over to take as much cover as I can behind this cropping of...
Crates?
Crates. And I'm going to take a pop at this guy here.
Okay.
And we are going to make this it's going to have to be this. Dex save, please.
You got it. Fail.
Ooh. So 6 damage to, we'll call it, say, just the nearest guy there.
Okay. Shelly.
Well, Shelly knows there's stuff going on. She just doesn't know what. And she's just gonna gently put her hand on Mara's head and say, "Sorry, Mara, I need to get past." And I literally, my screen is completely black.
You walked off the map. There you go.
There. Oh yeah, no, I was in complete darkness.
It's good.
I don't know what this is in front of me.
You're just
Is
stepping
that a
out
walkway?
Yep, you're stepping out of the secret passage onto a wooden walkway.
Okay, so I can come to here.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I see a lot of people, but where is the main jerk?
He would be.
She doesn't know, does she?
No, you saw the direction that your friend went.
Okay, so she knows that he went that way. Okay, 20, 30. If I have to dash. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Alright, let's get to here. And she's gonna look at these guys here and say, My quarrel is not with you. It is with the man who just ran away. So don't try and stop me, because he and I need to have a talk about breaking promises. And I've actually dashed. I've gone as far as I can. I don't have any bonus actions at all, so that's where we're at.
Mara, was that hand on your face as your turn is coming? The evaluation of, oh my god, my whole party just ran face first into a greater number of enemies?
Oh, yeah. It was mainly Shelly getting like right next to a guy that's trying to kill us and saying like, don't worry, we're not fighting. And Mara's like, I'm gonna lose it.
Gonna fight him. She's not there to fight him. She's after the guy who broke his promise about finding her goddamn dog.
Oh, Shelly.
What you got, Mara? What are you doing?
No, I'm so close.
Make me an athletics check if you want to make 30 feet.
Thank you.
And then an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Okay, acrobatics check.
Another one?
Oh no, it was athletics 5, acrobatics 18. You fail to make the distance with a jump, but you also steady yourself so that you don't fall and take damage.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot at him, because...
Okay. Thunk.
Can't do anything else.
Okay.
Come on.
Hit. He's bloody.
Alright. And she is gonna call out to Mara, or she's gonna call out to Shelly, in a very, very stern mom voice.
Shelly, you get away from him this minute!
Okay. It's thug time, everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
And seizing their positional advantage, they are all going to converge.
This is so bad.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Alrighty.
I saw it, and I took it.
This guy is going to take 2 swings at Shelly. 1, 2.
Wait, hold on a sec. She's got an AC of 11, but with that first swing, I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield, which, shit. You know what? No, because that would bump me to 16. He still hit me. Sorry, disregard that, but the second one misses.
Okay.
I'm not going to wait for reaction. The second one misses, but the first one hits.
This guy's going to walk up to Mara.
Okay.
Mace.
Ow.
Okay.
Jesus.
How many crits is that today? My god.
Alright. Mercenary is going to take a shot at Shelly. Miss.
Thought about it.
Mercenary is going to take 1, 2, 3. 3 mercenaries go at Rose. 1, 2, 3. Now there is.
Is that the 11, the 8, and the 9?
Yep.
Yeah.
They all like
at
hit
Mara,
boxes in front of me.
and 1 more at Shelly.
I got 5
Wait,
crits
so-
today?
6. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, and then let's get this. And let's get this. All right. Rodrigo is going to draw his rapier and say, "Oh my dear, you really wish for this kind of a contest."
Oh my god.
And I'm down.
Oh my god.
Stop critting on me.
Oh my. Sometimes it's just like that.
RNGesus, why?
That's a Not happy times.
This is going to be my
Rose.
my health dying character.
We did not get a short rest at all, did we? Prior to
And no,
getting
sir.
back to. Okay, double checking.
You went point.
That's fine.
Makes perfect
Merely
I didn't even
curious.
mention all the throwing up in the tunnel from the poop.
God.
Rose, what you got?
I'm looking. Give me a second here.
Sorry.
That'd be hilarious. Rose is actually going to come up to this guy and gonna tap him on the shoulder.
Okay. That hits.
Ooh, yay.
And that is exactly what you needed. He gives a... And he falls to the ground.
Okay.
Right.
And then we're just gonna go up to right there and kind of sort of stare at everyone and just sort of smile. Still got my glowing shield out in front of him.
Okay. Shelly.
Muted.
You're muted too.
Sorry. Okay, I forgot I have that freaking Grim Harvest crap. So, all right, this idiot in front of me has not taken damage,
Correct.
and this guy's dead because I was gonna go after him.
Yep.
All right, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's do something here. Shit. Alright, DC 13, Wisdom save, or it'll take 7 necrotic damage.
The big guy?
Yeah, the guy right here.
Success.
Alright, well, that didn't work. And if I try and step back, he gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Mara.
That's fine.
Okay, shoot. Longsword two-handed. I am going to take out this rapier. The effect is just like a once per day thing. It's not like my bonus action to activate it.
Correct.
Okay. Well, first she's gonna second wind. Because ow.
Ow, indeed.
Okay, that's better than nothing. And then I am going to attack with the rapier, which is just like a D8,
Yep.
right?
D8 for damage.
Okay, I'm rolling my longsword, but it's
Yep,
for
I got you.
that.
And that's doing a D8, so that is 15, which
And-
hits for 4.
And I'm going to activate the
Okay. 1d8
Thing of extra.
psychic.
money.
2.
Okay. Oh.
Alright. Let's see what's next. Thugs are next. This guy is going to... Yeah, he's just gonna swing his club out at, Shelly. It's a miss. And the second swing
That's a miss.
towards Mara.
Okay.
The mercenaries. Crossbow towards Shelly. Crossbow towards Rose. Another one towards Rose. And another one towards Rose. Clink, clink, clink.
Yeah.
3. Alright. Another one towards Rose. One towards Mara.
Ugh.
And one towards Shelly.
Yeah, even if I shield, that 20 hits me, and that's exactly what I need to be down to 0. Okay.
And we are going to turn Phoebe's vision off. As I'd like you to make another death save.
Hey!
Rose, you're up.
They all stayed right where they were. They didn't move.
Correct. They're confident in their position.
Cowards.
They have crossbows,
Okay.
they have bolts, they shoot.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see about that.
I set the terms,
the guy-
y'all choose how you engage.
Yeah, well, the guy next to me is not injured, correct?
He is injured.
Yeah,
I hit him.
I only have one spell left at this point, which is not ideal. Because I actually need to get someone up.
People.
Oh, therein lies the problem. I wanted the crossbow guys to do something besides stand there and suck.
Rose, what you got? I need a decision.
Yeah. Now, shock this guy for
Hit.
some damage.
Alright. He's bloody.
And then we're going to last spell slot. Bonus action.
Man, y'all just keep finding your way into tough fights. I love it.
Oh my god.
On Shelly.
Quickest dead character. Yeah.
So Shelly's up at 6.
Okay, Shelly's up at 6. Wunderbar.
Leave me here.
Shelly's up.
Alright, well, she'll take half her movement to stand up. See that this jerk is still there. And very... Alright, let's try this again. DC 13 wisdom save. If he fails it, he takes 4 necrotic.
Ooh!
Motherfucker. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. That's all we're gonna do right now. That's all we can do right now. Okay.
Jesus. Okay. The way I've been like switching between weapons.
I am okay with.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Just
I'm
remembered that.
fast moving towards hard settling on a home rule for weapon switching.
Yeah. Right. She'll probably. I mean, even just for visuals, she probably is just gonna like drop the rapier and come back for it later and pull out her greatsword.
Yep. See, that's also just rules as written, so you're good. Drop it on the
Okay,
ground.
we're gonna take a swing at this guy. Come on.
That's a hit. He's still up.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna action surge
Okay.
and take another swing because this is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. He's down.
Yes. All right. That. Where does? Sorry. Where does this lead?
That would lead upstairs to the top floor of the warehouse, the surface floor. You are subterranean.
Okay, so not up to the like platform we were on.
No, that would lead inside the warehouse.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. She is going to.
Oh, you're saying yeah? No, this is connected. Yeah, you go. Da 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 da. Yeah. Or
Oh, okay.
I thought you were asking
so
specifically about the stairway. I understand now.
So this guy is like up above us then? He's on that
He's up
platform?
on that little 5-foot ledge.
Got it. Okay. I would like to basically take cover around this corner. Actually, wait, no, I would not. I'm gonna take cover behind these boxes.
Okay.
And that's what I got.
All right. The mercenaries are up, and they are just gonna keep shooting because that's their job, and they still feel confident that they can do it. We're gonna start off with 5 rolls against Rose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's hilarious. As a reaction, I will also cast Shield.
Ah! Wow.
And that raises my AC to 23, and that is no hits.
Okay. This one's going to navigate to here, so it's going to be 1 crossbow shot on Mara, 1 crossbow shot on Shelly. Mara, Shelly. Shelly's taking a nap.
Okay.
Yep.
Phoebe, death save.
Can't shoot.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Rose.
I don't think there's a whole lot of good options for me here. What I would like to do is have these guys cluster and burning hands everyone, but no one wanted to do that.
They
cowards.
stand.
Yeah, they don't hit anything either. These guys are worse than the stormtroopers. We're gonna go to
Jinx it.
try and take some pressure off. Go over here. And at least engage this one guy who's pissing me off. And
Piss her off, or that's a hit. 4 damage.
Mhm.
Shelly, death save. Okay. Mara.
All right. This guy's up to me, so I'm gonna run up on his ass.
You got it. No. Alright. We're gonna start over here with that guy, see how he handles you. Draws a scimitar, swings at Mara. It's a miss. Scimitar against Rose. That's a hit.
Oh, God.
And these guys are gonna be around.
I know it's not a hit. I use my reaction and I use warding flare.
Ah, yes, we
And
roll
I
it.
ask him to re-roll that.
No.
Are you no way?
Kidding me?
I just did it again to you.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Why do you do this?
I mean, we all like
Allow
left
me
right
to
now.
explain
What?
the clarity
Jake
of the
Henry do?
situation for those who may be new to Dungeons and Dragons and somehow find themselves enjoying this story.
This game is bullshit.
Each one of these rolls for attacks, for skill checks, is generally made on a 20-sided dice. And the ability that was just activated, Warding Flare here, as Rose threw up a flame of magical protection to deter an attack, was to force this mercenary to roll his d20 twice and take the lower of the 2 results. This means that he rolled 20, the maximum amount, on both of the dice. And so, as is protocol, I always take the damage of the first roll. That second roll was just for the number. So that is going to be 13 points to Rose.
Uh-huh.
And then there's more.
And again, I go to the previous activation of what I said was bullshit, because that's exactly what this game is. Don't let this nice smiling man on the camera lie to you, internet.
Don't let Jake Henry being super nice fool you.
Yeah, it's a very, very well-reasoned, very accurate explanation. What that translates to is this game is bullshit. So I'm gonna go back at the end of this day and count the number of crit attacks this man rolled today, and I'm fairly certain we're in the double digits right now.
I
Okay,
believe the number is too many.
here we go. 3 crossbows against Rose. 1, 2, 3. Got anything for that 22?
No, the reaction's already been used.
So you taking a nap?
Yeah, I should be. That's what. Yeah, barely. But yes, naps.
And Mara?
Oh boy.
Nap time.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
It's nice playing with you all.
Here's where we end up.
That's supposed to happen? Was this supposed to be like a hard fight that we weren't supposed to win?
I should
Maybe.
that
I want to know. I want to know where the drow went. That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after I wake up, because those guys weren't drow.
that we know of.
Do me a favor, Phoebe, roll out the rest of your death saves to see if you stabilize.
I'm dead.
This will be interesting. Don't worry.
Way to go, Audrey.
This is not my first character to die in her first session. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Not my first character in the first session to this
Again,
one
can I
person.
go back? Can I go back to about 2 minutes ago when I was referring to bullshit? This is exactly. You guys have ever heard? Have you ever heard Will Wheaton rant about dice? At any point in his life, this is the bullshit he's referring to. This is the exact sense of this game right now. I'm sorry, continue, Jake Henry.
You all come to consciousness slowly, drowsily. You feel that your perceptions even are affected. Make a medicine check, Rose. You're proficient in it.
Oh, okay.
Figure out that Phoebe's dead.
No, that much is well off. Nope, you can't tell anything.
That's okay.
But, seeing you all flitting back to consciousness, Rodrigo turns around and says, my friends, this was rather rough on you. It didn't need to go this way. It's also unfortunate that we'll now be unable to assist with disabling the tunnel, as you killed 2 of my best men. But nonetheless, we find ourselves in a situation where things can still be solved amicably. Takes a handful of paperwork and tosses it into this fireplace behind him, which is already singeing with many, many ashes. And you can see that his shelves are almost entirely cleared. And the smell of burning paper is on the air. The information I give you is out of goodwill. I think I have an echo here, so someone make sure they're muted. All good? He says, this situation is now out of the hand. He pulls back one of his sleeves to reveal a chevron-shaped tattoo on his wrist of my organization. I believe that none of you would be familiar with the implication of that. But he will say, I will give you something to go on, because the Dark Elves betrayed you as well as they did myself. You see, we had an agreement, a simple exchange. Food and supplies from the town would be siphoned off to them through this tunnel, which they just so rudely collapsed. And in return, he pulls back his right sleeve, revealing 3 written names carved into his skin, unhealed, fresh-appearing scars. The script to the eyes of those who understand the language is Elvish. The service for the organization, the Hand, of 3 of their best. No. They have reneged on that agreement. Kidnapping the mayor of this town was never part of the plan, and the Hand never cared to lose its foothold here, as we now must. But again, I see you 3 as far more useful alive than dead, so I will not end your lives, and I will give you that information. Do with it what you will. I will not be seen in this town anymore. You are all in a quite drowsy state. Have you any questions to try and slur through your intoxicated breath?
I have a question. Shelly doesn't, but I do. Are we bound? Are our hands tied?
No, but you are incapacitated.
In what way?
You are heavily sedated.
So Shelly couldn't fire off a spell at him.
She could try.
She'd like to.
Roll an Arcana
If her
check.
wand is still there, take it from her.
No, you still got it. Arcana
Cool.
check
Let's
and
see what
roll your
happens.
spell.
Nope, that's a 9 for Arcana.
And what's your spell?
Hang on a tick.
Ray of Sickness.
Yep.
You
If a 13 hits it, which I'm guessing it doesn't, but what the hell, we're gonna try.
You extend out your wand, and all of the muscles in your arm just refuse to function properly. You fire this ray directly at the desk.
That's fine. That's fine. She'll look at him and say, "Next time I will not miss. You made a promise. You broke the promise. I will end your life as soon as I can."
The words that
You
slur out of your
deserve
mouth are along the lines of, "I made a promise to end your life." Enough for him to gather the meaning, and he'll sigh and say, "Oh dear. I will see about fulfilling that before I leave. You've made it quite difficult. But I do wish you well, and as he approaches, as well as you all may try and lazily make action, he's easily able to pick Shelly up, shift her out of the way, open the door, and walk away down the hallway.
She tries to bite him.
Make an athletics check.
When he puts his hands on her, she tries to bite him.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Sure, why not? Because the dice have been going our way. Why not?
That is not
13.
good enough. As you snap at the air.
That's fine.
You are all consumed in a drowsiness that will take likely another hour to wear off from one of this man's poisons of a certain sort. But I now go to your perspective, Phoebe. In the darkness of the veil beyond, you hear a voice, Rodrigo's voice. He says, "Service and life can be yours again. Will you join the hand?"
Yeah.
In that case, when the three of you awoke, Phoebe's body was not present in the room. It had already been carried away for the future purposes of the crime ring known as the Hand. And with that, as you struggle to wear the drowsiness off of yourselves, we bring today's story to a close. Thank you all for joining our stream. Thank you, players. I will see you all next week.